What is going on, brothers? It is your dude, Mr. International Passport. How are you brothers doing? Please press a 1 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Press a 1 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear, please. What's up, brothers? Before I go any further, how's my audio? How's the volume? Can you hear me loud and clear? Who's here? Who's here? Press a 1 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Check 212, check 212. Who's here? How's my audio, brothers? Shout out to Conrad Grant. Thank you very much for confirming. Thomas Demihin, the legend. I see you, bro. I see you, brother. Mike Lawrence. I am Trey. Nate Cali. What's up, bro? What's up, man? Thank you very much, brothers. First and foremost, I want to say shout out to my old subscribers for supporting the channel over the past few years. Your support is greatly appreciated. Welcome aboard the new subscribers to a very powerful movement. I open you, we accept you. I accept you with open arms. Welcome, brothers. And brothers, shout out to everyone, who supports the channel. Greatly appreciate. First and foremost, please hit the cash apps. Please hit the super chats throughout the evening, throughout the stream. I need your support. Show some love. That'd be greatly appreciated. Like the video, subscribe to the Patreon. Thomas Demihin, Nate Cali, I need you brothers to be encouraging brothers to subscribe to the Patreon. So please be dropping links to the Patreon. And of course, please drop links to my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as well. Do that throughout the stream. Get brothers to Cash App, get brothers to Super Chat, and please promote the Patreon and the social media apps. Okay, brothers? Okay, my mods, Nate Cali, Thomas Demihin. Thank you, brothers. So in this stream, we're going to speak about Polish women. We have a very special guest here who recently got back from Poland. He's been there for, I think, just over 2 months, but I'll get him to confirm how much he's been there for, how long he's been there for, sorry. So without any further ado, Pat, how you doing, brother? You're on mute. Unmute yourself. How you doing, Pat?
What's up, bro?
I'm doing good, brother. How are you?
I'm alright.
Fantastic, bro. Brother, do you mind introducing yourself first? Who you are, how old you are, where you live in America, where you're from in America, what you do, and we're going from there, brother.
My name is Patrick. I'm 24 years old. I'm originally from New York, but I live in Pennsylvania. I just travel a lot, and I get help from my family to travel as well. But I do have a remote job, and I'm working on making more money online. Basically, that sums up everything.
Fantastic, bro. Fantastic. Thank you, bro, for that great intro. Of course, let me shout out the Cash App, Nick Cali, regular supporter. This brother is a legend on this channel. I appreciate you, Nick Cali, for the £2.13 Cash App. He says, hit the like, subscribe, support the channel. Yes, indeed, brothers. Show love throughout the stream. Show love, show love like how Fresh and Fit supporters support him, and how Kevin Samuel supporters support him, and how Melanie King's supporters support her. You need to support me so I can keep pushing out these important messages. This isn't being shown on mainstream media. This won't be on CBS News. This won't be on Fox News or CNN News. It will only be on my channel. So please support me throughout the stream. Shout out to Bala Jalal for the $5 super chat. Thank you, bro. He says, keep you up, bro. I will definitely thank you, Bala Jalal. Much appreciated. Much love, brother. Thank you very much for the super chat. The first of the evening, and I hope it's the first of many this evening. So, Pat, you were in Poland, right? How long were you in Poland for? And where did you go to in Poland?
I was there for about 3 months. I was in 3 cities. I went to Krakow, I went to Gdansk, and I was in Warsaw.
Okay, thank you, brother. So obviously, my first question to you, brother, is: are the women checking for brothers in Poland?
I mean, it depends on the brother. Like, don't expect to just go there and be a Western brother and think the girl's gonna be all over you. It's not gonna work like that. If you dress nice, you know how to present yourself well, you know how to talk to women, you'll be all right. So I guess overall, like the average Polish chick probably isn't checking for brothers, but a brother could easily go out there, get a 7, 8, 9, maybe a 10. So yeah, if you got swag, know how to talk to a girl, you could definitely get a fine Polish chick.
Okay. So I want you to break down your experiences in each of those cities that you stayed in, starting from the first one you went to, the next one, and the third one. How did the woman treat you in the first city you traveled to that country? And do you recommend brothers going there?
Talk. You said talk about the first city I was in.
Yeah. So what was that, please?
I was in Gdansk. The
Okay.
girls there are feminine. They're really nice. Some of the girls are trying to push for a relationship, and the girls in Warsaw, they were really westernized. Um, they were just more about partying and like friends with benefits type thing. Krakow, I only stayed there for a week. I didn't get to meet any girls there, but the main cities where I met girls was Warsaw and Gdansk.
Okay. So you're saying if brothers want to meet a feminine chick who's about long-term relationships, who's going to be submissive towards you, brothers should choose to go to Gdansk, right, over Warsaw.
Or just like any of the smallest cities, but I'd say like honestly, a lot of Polish chicks are westernized. Like, I mean, mentioned submissiveness. Can you define that? What do you mean by that? Can you give me
So
examples?
submiss so that would be someone who cooks, looks after the family, keeps the house in order, follows the man's lead, lets the man make the most important decisions in the household, such as finances, etc., etc.
Yeah, you would probably get more of that in the smaller cities. Yeah, definitely. Just
Okay,
anything
so
out of Warsaw.
so you're saying brothers should avoid Warsaw. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, a lot of the
If you're
girls
looking
there.
for a serious, go on, bro.
Yeah, a lot of the girls in Warsaw is just like friends with benefits material. But I'd say you got to choose wisely in Poland. You're not gonna find like a feminine, submissive woman. I mean, you'll find a feminine woman, but a woman that's long term material is gonna take you some time because like a lot of them, in my opinion, a lot of them are like a lot of Polish girls are promiscuous. Like they really like to get down in the bedroom. so I'd be honest, a lot of them do have high body counts. So just like you really gonna have to, if you want to find a wifeable chick, you're gonna have to really take some time out there and learn a language and be in the smaller cities.
Okay, this is good intel. Thank you very much. Brothers should avoid Warsaw if you want a feminine, serious chick to date, and choose Gdansk over Warsaw. That's what you're saying, bro. Warsaw is just for having fun there.
Even
Finding
Krakow. I've talked to some girls in Krakow. Um, I'd take Krakow as well.
Krakow is as bad as Warsaw, or is
No, I'd say Krakow is like the girls are more traditional in Krakow, based on like me talking to them, going on their Instagrams and seeing how they like carry themselves. They're definitely more traditional. I saw those girls wearing a dress, like as real. I like seeing a girl in a dress, so I'd say they're a little bit more traditional in Krakow.
huh?
But as I said,
Which
you got to learn the language. I mean,
okay,
the average Polish chick, she speaks English, but like sometimes you go to a place, and I'd say the more traditional girls aren't going to be as good with English. But it's if you want to be able to talk to any chick out there, you got to learn Polish.
okay. I think we'll get to that later on. I think it's very interesting that that what I'm hearing about Warsaw's not good, and which is good, brother. We want the pure intel here. Sounds like to me Warsaw's been compromised by Western ideals and Western culture, and I've
Yeah,
got a theory that every capital city, in possibly every country, but definitely, in the main countries that we speak about, I think over time it will become compromised, brothers. You know, American culture is very big, Western culture is very big, and it starts from the cities and it trickles down to other cities. So it starts from the capital city, then it moves to the other cities, and it moves to the countryside. Which is very sad to hear that about Warsaw. Okay, bro. Hmm. Let me ask this now, brother. Um, the chicks there, they gave you play because we were speaking over the past 3 months about how your IP is great in Poland. I want to go back there again. So you definitely got play there, right?
Of course,
Okay.
you get played in. You can get played in.
Tell me why you got play. And this might be a silly question, but I want to know what Polish women saw in you that they gave you play so brothers can replicate it. Was it your dress sense? Was it because you're American? Was it how you came across? Break it down for us, bro.
To be honest, I know y'all gonna hate this, but I got game. But I know how y'all feel about game, but I got game. I just know how to talk to girls, um, just know how to talk to her, get her comfortable, being interesting, being patient. Like they're gonna test you a lot to see what you're made of. Like I've noticed that a lot about Polish women. They're really gonna test you, and if you break, they're gonna lose attraction. But if you just if you don't get emotional, if you pass their S tests, you'll be fine. Just so doing that, being patient with them, learning how to communicate with them. So mainly that. I mean, being an American, it gives you some clout, but it's not everything.
All right, yeah. Let me drill down into this further now. What do you mean by testing you? How will they test you in Poland? And brothers, hold on there, Pat, do it. Brothers, let me check the brothers, can we get the support coming in, the super chats and cash app? Again, when I watch Fresh and Fit, when I watch Kevin Samuels, the supporters are always showing love to them because their content is very valuable to them. And I'm assuming that my content is very valuable to you. The reason why Fresh and Fit can, leave their jobs to give them more content is because these brothers support them. Like I said, they show you the problems about Western women. I give you the solutions about Western women. I give you the solutions. My channel is a solution to all this horrible dating in the West. Go at least show some love. Hit the super chat, brothers. Hit the cash app, man. I would really greatly appreciate it. It takes hours upon hours. It takes me networking with other brothers to get people to come onto my channel. And it's not easy. Okay, so if you want to show love to me, please show love by hitting the cash app and super chat Friday evening. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you, brother. So yeah, as I was saying, Pat, do it. What kind of tests did they give you there? And you're like, whoa, brothers should be aware about these kind of tests.
You meet up with a girl, she tries to like you're like, oh, I want to go here. She's like, oh, we should go here instead. That's a test. If you fold, she's gonna see you as weak.
Mm,
Another one, they like to be caught out on like they'll treat you a certain way just to see if you're tolerated. Like if you call them out on their BS, that's gonna turn them on, and you get it. But yeah, I noticed that they really like a man who's gonna call them out on their BS. Um, a man who could just stand up for himself. Once they see that, you got them. So
that's
go ahead.
carry on, bro. Carry on. Sorry.
But yeah, just like little small tests like that, they're gonna be testing you sometimes. I noticed that.
That sounds a lot like Western women, don't you think, Pat? Jesus Christ.
They're westernized. It's not as bad as like of course, America, or UK, but they're pretty. I think it's because like the English level in Poland is so good, they could just easily like watch Western media. I've met girls who listen to Megan Thee Stallion, all those female rappers from America, so they
Jesus.
are kind of Americanized. I say that, yeah.
Jesus. Let me ask this, brother. Um, were those tests did that mostly happen to you in the capital Warsaw, or was in every city that you got those kind of S tests?
Every city.
Okay. This is interesting. Okay. So you said that brothers need to have game out there in Poland. Define to us what you think game is. Now, what kind of game tactics did you use to get Polish women? I know you said be patient, speak to them, but that's every situation, bro. When I travel, I let the woman talk her ass off because a woman of telling themselves, so yeah, you carry on, tell me all about yourself. I just sit there, listen and watch. That's in every situation there. But what kind of game specifically did you actually have to do to actually get these women to the bedroom so you can smash or whatever?
Basically what you specified, what you just said, um, just seeing if they're like congruent with what they say. Like they Polish chicks, they have game, so they'll tell you all this, make you kind of just like catch feelings for them. And if you aren't hit the game, and if you aren't and aren't if their actions don't match their words, that's one way to vet them. Just you know, yeah, if the actions don't match their words, I think vetting is game. Knowing how to talk to them, just dressing nice. Cause a lot of dudes in Europe, they dress nice. So if you go there dressing like a bum, they're not gonna like that. Um, hmm. Yeah, just talk, and just like if a girl flakes on a date, for example, a lot of guys get mad and block them or just stop talking to them. If you really got game, you could get her to show up the next week and smash. So I just think that's those are just good examples.
Okay.
It's not that like complicated, and just being interesting, having something like showing her something new. Like when girls come over, I cook them American food that they never tried. Like I don't know if you guys eat pancakes, like American pancakes in the
Yeah.
UK.
Yeah.
Like a girl come over, I make her pancakes. She's like, "Oh my god, I never had those before." Or French toast. Like it's crazy how some of these girls never had like American food. So cooking for them, they love that. Just being, yeah, as I said, being interesting.
Okay, brother. This is very interesting so far. Um, is there hope there in Poland? Is there hope? Because it seems like the Western poison is spreading there, but is there hope to actually find a traditional chick in Poland? So brothers are into Polish chicks. Can they find, a feminine, submissive wife there?
Um, you could, if you got money and you know the language, you could do it.
Okay. So let me ask you about body count. I think that's very important to me. You said that they have high body counts. What makes you think they have high body counts? Is that what they told you specifically, or is it the
The,
way they moved? Because how did you determine that they have high body counts there, bro?
the way they move, um, the way they move, the some of the memes they post, kind of like these like free spirit memes. It's hard to explain. Like they're just very free spirited, so you know what that means. Um, so, yeah, it was just like the way they really carry themselves. And just like I remember going to a bar. This guy's there with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend keeps asking me, "Hey, do you think I'm pretty? Do you think I'm pretty?" In front of her boyfriend. I'm just like, "Come on, like I'm not answering that question. He's right there. That's so disrespectful." So like just by how they move.
Jesus Christ, brother, tell me that situation there. You telling me so you went to a bar and
hmm
then she's next to her boyfriend and the boyfriend did he know he was answering that question?
So they were. I went to a bar. I just wanted a beer, and the dudes were cool. They invited me over to the table, and they kept asking me, "Hey, how do you like Poland? Do you like it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I love Poland. It's cool." He's like, "What made you want to come to Poland?" I usually just don't say, "Oh, the woman." I usually say, "Oh, I wanted to see the museums, wanted to learn about the history, stuff like that." But they kind of got the gist. Like they know I was there for the girls, and I say, "Yeah, Polish girls are beautiful." And his girlfriend is like me. I'm just like, I don't know. And so I guess we went outside the club to talk, and she kept asking me like, "Do you think I'm pretty as well?" I'm just like, "Come on." And she kept trying to like, when a girl likes you, she keeps trying to like get in your circle. Like she's doing all that. I'm trying to bring her and her boyfriend together. I'm just like, "Come on." Like she's gonna get me jumped or something.
God damn. This is
Yeah.
this is shocking. So okay, thank you for confirming that. What about low body count and virgins? Can I find low body count and virgins in Poland?
I mean, the thing about that, the thing about How do you know she has a low body count?
I would say so. Basically, when I don't want to get too explicit here, but when you smash, how it feels. That's number one. Is she reserved? You know, does she hate going to parties? Does she live by herself? Does she live with no? Does she live with parents? Sorry, over by herself. So number one, how her thing feels. I don't want to get too explicit here. Number two, does she live with parents? You know, if she's 20, is she living at home with mom and dad? Um, is she very sensitive about talking about smashing? Um, does she have a small circle of friends? Does she doesn't like going out? Um, you know, and obviously she would tell you as well if her stories, brother. Did you can we find on that on what I've said to you? Can I find low body count and virgin in Poland?
It's cool how you explain all those traits, but I know girls with all those traits that still have high body count, so it's really hard to know. And if you ask her, she's gonna lie about it. But can you find a girl with a low body count? I mean, sure, but she's gonna have to be like 19, and you're gonna have to learn the language.
Okay.
And I don't think you're gonna find it in the capital city.
Okay, brother. Hold on. Shout out to Keith Jenkins for the $10 super chat. Salute, brother. Salute to Keith Jenkins. Thank you very much for the second super chat of the night. Thank you, bro. Brothers, can we please follow his lead and hit the super chats and cash chat, please? Thank you very much. Show love to the channel. Show love to me. Like how people support other content creators when they enjoy their content a lot. I provide solutions to the horrible dating scene in the West. Thank you, bro. Um, okay, so going on to my next question, brother. Actually, let me keep it down the low body count issue there. Okay, I mean, huh. So definitely, I won't find that in Warsaw. Would I have a better chance in finding a virgin and low body count woman in Gdansk and Krakow?
Yeah, I'd say so, but I'd say go for the even smaller cities, Wooslav. But I wouldn't go for like super small cities because they probably not used to seeing black people. But I'd say, I mean, Poland is a weird situation. If you, I'd say I also I've this a little might be a little bit off topic. I also think it's hard to find a virgin in Brazil. I mean, and if you look up the top 10 countries that have the most, SX. Poland's on that list, Brazil's on that list, Mexico's on that list, Greece is on that list, and I remember what they were saying about Greece on the live stream. So it's really when you're in a country with everybody's doing it. I don't know how easy it is to find a virgin, but as I said, to go for the smaller cities and learn the language, and she's gonna have to be young, like
Interesting. So
19.
Poland is in one of the Poland is in that sorry, Poland is in that list of countries where they have a lot of smashing there.
Yeah,
Okay. Wow. Um, this is a heartbreak, brothers. I'm not gonna. This is a heartbreak. Um, so I'm guessing that feminism is a problem there. Did you see feminism? Feminist trace was feminism on the news? But it sounds like me these women have fully adopted feminism in
oh
Poland.
yeah, feminism is out there, but as I saw it mostly in Warsaw though, which sucks. I've interacted with girls in person on Tinder, and I remember this girl got mad just because I asked her, "Are you a feminist?" She got triggered just because I asked her that. But yeah, I think yeah, feminism is out there, but they're feminine though. So I mean, it's not bad as the West, but they at least they are feminine and they're easy to talk to.
I think brothers. I think when you go to Poland, I know brothers are attracted to Polish women, but when you go out there, brothers, do not bring your Polish woman to America. I think that would be a recipe for complete disaster. You know, I think she would actually turn on you. She probably will fully adopt American toxic values. Would you agree with that, Pat?
Yeah, that's a fact. I'd keep her in Poland. I'd if I'd take her back to visit, maybe for a month, but nah, no more than that. I'd rather just live in her country.
Yep. I mean, brothers, don't play fire here. You know, this is between life and death here. And let me say this as well, brothers. Pat's right, because I remember I think in the last year or 2 years ago, I was reading some articles about Poland that was shocking me. You know, they're becoming less religious. Um, they keep talking about, you know, the alternative lifestyle, right? You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to get too granular here before YouTube comes after my channel. Um, they keep talking about, you know, the country being too right wing. So when they want to adopt the democratic USA politics, and we know how Democrats are running America right now. Uh, Joe is a horrible president, you know, and his vice president is even horrible. They're pushing out feminism, the hatred of men, the anti-man, the misandrist, you know, and it's slowly creeping into Poland. And there was one film as well that was complaining about how Poland's too right wing. So I think Poland is successfully the first Eastern European country that's fallen into Western European ideals. And this is what Russia is fighting against, you know? Russia doesn't want that in Eastern Europe. And I don't blame them, you know? And brothers may think, yo, IP, this is a bit disturbing here. No, it's not disturbing because the reason why dating is so bad in the West and brothers are, you know, struggling with women is because of Western ideals, feminism, you know, taught in schools, men ain't ish. I'm a strong, independent woman. Russia doesn't want that in Eastern European at all, and I don't blame them. You know, I don't blame them at all. Yeah, there's other factors as well, but they don't want Western culture getting into European culture. Wouldn't you agree, Pat?
Yeah, that sums it up pretty good. I mean, as I said, feminism is in Poland, but it's not to the point, like it's not like bad as the West. But I've never been to Russia, but I've talked to a bunch of Russian girls that I matched with on Tinder. Feminism is almost non-existent. So it's funny how you brung up just by like swiping on Tinder, you see like those stupid pronouns and just how the girls carry themselves. And but it's like when I talk to Russian girls, it's almost non-existent. I rarely see that in Russia compared to Poland. So it's funny how you bring that up.
They got hold on, they got pronouns there in Poland as well, bro. That
Oh hell
pronoun
yeah.
stuff. Oh my God, hey brothers, I think Poland's gone, brothers. It's brothers. I don't think Poland might not be the country for brothers to. I don't know what to say, brothers. They got pronouns there now in Poland. How the hell did they even know about pronouns? Again, Western culture, Netflix, YouTube, TV. God damn, man. Oh my gosh. Let me read a couple of super chat. Let me calm down a bit because I'm getting heated right now. Shout out to Brian. What's up, brother? Thank you very much for the $20 super chat. Shout out to International Passport with another classic. Thank you, bro. Brian, appreciate it, brother. For your support. Much appreciate, brother, for you showing love to the channel. It means a lot to me. Thank you, bro. Shout out to my other mod, Mr. John Thomas. How you doing, John Thomas? Thank you very much, brother, for the $5 super chat. It means a lot to me, bro. Good evening, IP. Always check out IP's Patreon for exclusive content, videos, and live stream. Yes, please, brothers. Here's a link to my Patreon below. I dropped a video about. I did an interview with a brother who told me that Filipino women make the greatest girlfriends. So that's only on the Patreon, and that video is very, very informative. It's extremely informative. So if you're into Filipino women and you want to know how they treat specifically in a relationship, you only find that video on my Patreon. So go and join the Patreon, brothers. Shout out to who else is super chatting. Shout out to Thomas Demihin for the £1.79 super chat. I feel a disturbance in the force. I hate the West. Yeah, bro. I agree with you. You know, this is very heartbreaking. You know, this is very heartbreaking. It's very sad. You know, we need to fight back against Western culture. We really have to. Western culture wants to tear down traditionalism, the family unit, family values. Poland, Poland. This is sad. Appreciate you, Thomas Demihin. Thank you, bro. Um, what the hell was that noise? Shout out to what's up, Jack the janitor? How you doing, brother? It's been a minute, bro. Shout out to Jack the janitor for the $10 super chat. Thank you, bro. Hope you're doing well in America, brother. Hopefully you call in one day, brother, and all is well with you. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Gabriel Gadsden for the $5 super chat. Let's see. What's good, IP? What's good with you, Gabriel? Thank you, brother, for your support. Good. Much needed intel on Poland. May need to cross Poland off my list. Yeah, me too. Um, I hate wasting my time with any country that I feel like there'll be problems there. Pat, would you agree that we should cross Poland off our list?
Nah, you shouldn't cross off your list. I mean, you can still there's still real nice girls there. They're very feminine and they're nice. They know how to treat a man. But if you want a 100%, cooperative chick, I don't think Poland is the place. I mean, they are a little westernized, but as I said, you make good money, you take care of your chick, and you just know how to be a man. I'm sure you could find a feminine, submissive woman, 100% all around. But I want to say it's the best country for that.
Let me
But
ask this, brother.
go ahead.
When you say feminine, describe to me what a feminine Poland woman is and what she does that makes her feminine.
Soft spoken, knows how to cater to a man. Like, I took a Polish girl to KFC, and I ran out of sauce. She just said, "Oh, I can go get you more right now." I'm just like, wow. I never had an American chick even think about doing that. Like, I go out to eat with an American chick. I'm like, ah, shit, excuse me, I'm out of sauce. And she's like, oh well, go get your own. Like, so just like little things they'll do for me. Like, I remember uh my apartment was cold, and I said, yeah, I need a new blanket. My Polish chick heard me say that. Next time she saw me, she had a new blanket for me that she bought me. So it's just like things like that. I, they're really nice and they know how to treat a man. So I wouldn't cross it out off my list. I feel like it's one of the best countries in Europe to go to meet women, in my opinion. But
Okay,
I mean, as I said, there is some cons. Like what, as I said, they're westernized. I mean, it might be a little hard to find a chick with a low body count, but they're out there. But
okay. So
yeah,
she actually bought you a new blanket and gave it to you.
yeah.
Okay, I mean, anything. If a woman buys something for a man, it means there's something there. Women normally don't buy things for men. They're very selfish in many cases. And I know that might sound a bit extreme. There, wouldn't you agree, Pat? They don't normally buy things for men.
That might have been the first time I had a girl buy me something.
There you go, brothers, man. So if a woman buys you something, it means she really likes you. So my next, thank you, Gabriel Gadsden. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. So maybe there's some little hope there for you, Gabriel. Don't cross it off yet, like Pat said. So Gabriel, looks, I'm into good-looking women. Whenever I date out, right, I make sure that chick, that non-black chick, is at least an 8 out of 10 in my opinion, in my looks, in my eyes. Um, Across average, facial wise and body wise, are Polish women good looking?
I think they're definitely in the top five in Europe. So yeah, I think they're very good looking. Um, they usually have blue eyes. They're blonde, or like their hair would be light brown. Sometimes they could be tall. Some of them are short. Yeah, some of them look like Barbies, but they're I'd say Ukrainian women are more beautiful. It's a lot of Ukrainian girls out there. I'd say next time I go there, I want a Ukrainian girl. I'm not gonna be checking for the
Bro,
Polish chick.
hold on, bro. That's my next question, bro. But that's my a follow-up question. So you're saying they're beautiful in general, they're good looking. How about
Yeah,
body wise? Do they have curves? Are they fat? Are they skinny? Are they slim thick? Are
they're
they
skinny.
curvy?
They're
Okay.
skinny. I mean, I haven't seen so many curvy chicks, which is disappointing. The only places I seen like curvy white chicks was Brazil. Like you see a white chick, with you see a white chick with a butt like a black girl in Brazil, or natural, but I ain't seen none of that in Poland. They're just skinny.
Okay, thank you, brother. Hold on, bro. Shout out to Mr. Sam Combo for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much, Sam Combo, for your support. Much appreciated, brother. Much love to you, Sam Combo. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Kingo Kitsune for the $10 super chat. I have returned from the void, enrolled in Udemy to learn the skills to pay the bills. Oh, I love that line, bro. Enrolled in Udemy to learn the skills to pay the bills. Thank you very much, Kingu. Welcome back, Kingu Kitsune, the legend. Thank you, bro. Appreciate your support on the super chat. And I also heard you got a new job as well, brother. So congrats to your new job. Hopefully it goes very, very well for you and you get promoted and a high pay rise, brother. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Conrad Grant, regular supporter, legend on this channel, a brother that I appreciate a lot. Thank you, Conrad Grant, for the $2 super chat. Hello, IP. This is very disappointing, brother. It's sad. Yes, brother. This is extremely disappointing. Um, Very sad. Very sad. But you know, there's a lot more countries out there for us to conquer. Thank you, Conrad Grant. Appreciate it, bro. So next question to you, brother, is: are there any other groups of women there in Poland, whether she's black, Asian, any other nationalities, and are they checking for brothers there? Those different groups of women. Name them each, bro.
So outside of Warsaw is all you're gonna really see is Polish. But in Warsaw is kind of like a melting pot, even though it's still like I'd say 94% Polish. But I've seen girls from Africa there. I've seen half black, half Polish chicks, but I don't really recommend them.
Oh,
I talked to two of them on Tinder. They just wanted to argue, and I'm just like, I'd rather just show the Polish chicks. There's a lot of Ukrainian chicks out there. That and it sucks because as soon as I left, that's when all the refugees came. But a little before like the war started turning up, there was already a lot of Ukrainian chicks in Warsaw, and yeah, I unfortunately I didn't get to meet any when I was out there. But next trip, I definitely want to meet some Ukrainian girls.
okay. Let's
Um,
delve more into the half black, half Polish girls. Why on earth were they arguing with you? And were they at least good looking as well?
they look kind of fat. So I was just like I wasn't interested, and it's kind of crazy because you would think they'd be slim. I saw one good looking half black half Polish chick in the club, but she was obsessed with the Polish dudes. I was like, they can have her, but she was fine. But the other two I talked to on Tinder, and they just wanted to argue.
About what?
One
About
tried
what?
to convince me to leave Poland. She said it's racist and I should go to the UK because I'd find like there's a better mix of like more ethnicities to choose from in the UK and I'd feel more welcome. And she just wanted to argue with me about that. And then another one asked her where her parents were from, and she got offended because she had a Polish name and she spoke Polish, but she didn't really look Polish. So I asked her where your parents from, and she got offended. She's like, "Oh, I'm tired of people asking me that question." And I'm like, "My apologies. Like, I mean, what's the issue?" She's like, "I grew up dealing with racism." I'm just like, she just wants to argue. So it's just like those were the bad experiences I had with them.
God damn. Um, Sad to see that. Sad to hear that from the sisters out there in Poland. That's a shame. All right, brother. Now I want to delve into the woman that you personally dealt with. So, how many women did you date or sleep with in your 3 month stay in Poland?
Sleep with, I'd say like five. Date, maybe like 11.
11. Okay, brother.
Like going on dates, like meeting women. I'd say I probably went on 11 dates.
Okay, so let me ask this, brother. Um, who who was the best woman that you dated out there, and how did you meet her in Poland?
Um, Best chick. I met her on Tinder actually. But I don't think she's perfect. She was just like really nice and submissive. Wouldn't really consider a relationship with her. I just say she's. It's hard as I think it's kind of hard to find like relationship material in Poland. It's gonna take some time, and I'm just taking my time there. I mean, I'm still young. I'm not really trying to rush into a relationship, but I'd say the best girl I met was the girl who bought me that blanket. I mean, she'd I took out to dinner. She'd always offer to pay her half. She'd always check on me to see if I'm all right. If I remember I lost my card. She offered to have my card sent to her address. She offered me to leave some clothes at her house, so it's not too much to take with me on the airplane. So she was a cool chick. But I know I'm gonna meet a lot more cool chicks in my time there. So
Okay, wonderful, brother. And then let me ask this as well. You told me that they speak English there, right? Majority of people there in Poland, the women.
yeah.
Okay, but you said that we should also learn the language. If they speak English, why should we learn the language?
Some girls, not all of them speak the language, but I'd say 70% of them speak English, and I'd say maybe 40% of them, maybe 30% of them can speak it fluently. So in some cases, you're trying to talk to a girl at a club, she doesn't speak any English. So I'd say if you want to be able to talk to a chick without that even being an issue and learn the language, and even if sometimes their English isn't that good, so if you know how to speak the language, that take you a long way.
Okay, interesting. Um, the Polish women you dealt with, were they conservative or liberal?
Um, they were pretty liberal, as I said. There's
Liberal,
a lot of
liberal in what way?
liberal. Liberal in their
How
like
much?
beliefs, um, equality, stuff like that. Um, I dated girls with tattoos, so I think that's pretty liberal. So yeah, I'd say they're kind of westernized. I dated a lot of westernized chicks.
Okay, interesting. Coming from a country that's normally conservative. Let me ask this, brother. Would you say that the average Polish woman, give me numbers here, out of 100%, how much would check for brothers? Is it 60%, 70%? Because it seems like you had a success there in Poland. I'm assuming you dealt with good looking women, right?
Of course.
Okay. So, based on what you've dealt with and seen, um, how much how much Polish women check for brothers? Give me some numbers.
Maybe
65%.
40%.
That's quite high.
Yeah, I'd say 30 to 40%. Yeah.
Okay, brother. And why is that? The hell is that
Um,
noise, man?
is that my mic?
Did you hear that noise?
It's like a buzzing noise.
Yeah, hold on. What's going on, man? Garbage ass laptop. Yeah, I think it's gone now. Carry on, bro.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
So you said that 40%
Yeah, I'd say
of
30.
Polish women are 30% of
Yeah, yeah,
women.
30. Yeah.
Why is that?
A lot of them just want to try something new. I mean, a lot of the girls, they told me like, no, I'm not trying to roast Polish men, but they tell me, oh, Polish guys are ugly. They prefer Black American dudes. Then Black American guys know how to dress. Um, they're just more smooth, and not to be too explicit, but like Polish girls always tell me that like Polish dudes, they I mean, not to be explicit, but they tell me Polish dudes are small, so that just makes them want to try a black guy more.
Hold on, brother. Let me. Oh my gosh, man. All right, but let me ask this, brother. Right?
Yeah.
Why do they like Black American dudes? That let's get into that more. What's the reason, and how did they even know about Black American men in the first place? Did you ask them? Okay, how do you know about Black American men? Where have you heard of stories about Black American men? You know, is it through black.com? Is it through Instagram? Go on, bro.
I think they really know about Black American dudes from like probably like actors, rappers, athletes, um, influencers, people like that. And
Okay,
yeah, I think that's how they know Black Americans.
this is hilarious. I mean, for them to say that, oh, she wants Black American men. That's very specific. Not even black guys. She wants Black American men. Um, brothers, can we please get the support coming in, please, brothers? You know, show love to the movement. Show love to me, man. You know, doing this for 7 years now. Free intel. Um, you ain't gonna get this nowhere else. I'm providing you the solutions to the problems you're facing in the dating scene in America and the UK, Canada, or whatever Western country hellhole you're from. You know, so show me some love. Show me some love, man. Hit the super chats, hit the cash app, man. Please. Shout out to hold on. Shout out to the brother Atticus for the $199 super sticker. Thank you, bro, for your support. Much appreciate Atticus, regular supporter. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Nate H, bro, for the $19.99 super chat. Thank you, brother, for the donation. It means a lot. Appreciate all your hard work putting together these live streams. Much love, you and your guest. The information is priceless. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah, it is priceless because we're trying to get you brothers mentally prepared when you travel to these countries, where to go to, what to do, what the woman expects from you. That's why if you join the Patreon, brothers, you know what women want in the bedroom, how they will treat you in the bedroom. You know, if you want the explicit intel regarding foreign women, you'll find that on the Patreon. Thank you, Nate H, bro. Much appreciated, brother. Wow. Um, where were we? Um, where were we, Pat? Pat? What were we discussing, Pat? Before I read the super
What
chats.
was it? What was it? What was it?
Oh, sorry, yeah. To say that they like Black American men specifically, that's very funny. You know, they must have a lot of love for Black American men. You know, Thomas, have you ever heard of Polish women in the UK loving brothers? 'Cause I hear mixed stories here because we have a lot of Polish women here, but who are they dating, Thomas? The Polish women here in the UK, are they dating brothers? Are they dating white boys, etc., etc.? Let me know, Thomas. Um, okay, so Pat, let me ask you this, right? Did you cold approach Polish women?
Nah, unfortunately, I didn't. I relied solely on Tinder. Well, I did approach one Polish girl, but she didn't speak English, unfortunately.
Okay.
And that was the only one I ever cold approach. But I really relied on Tinder. I mean, would they be open to cold approach? I'm sure they wouldn't. They're polite. I mean, you probably. I mean, would you get the number? I don't know. It depends on you and if she likes you. But they're polite, so it's not like you'll go up to them and they'll just give you a bad attitude or just be like rude. They're polite, so I think they're open to court approach.
When you cold approached that chick that couldn't speak English properly, what did you say to her, and what was your opening statement? Did you say, "Oh, you look good. Where you
I was just
from?"
like, "Hey, where you from?" And she didn't really understand.
But
She,
she's from Poland. She'd be like,
yeah.
"Oh, but I'm from Poland." But so is that a good question to ask, brother?
Where you from? I would ask her. I would if I see a chick I like outside. I would say, "Do you know where the train station is?" And then move on from there.
Okay, bro. So Tinder. Um, what was your success rate on Tinder? Did you hold on? First question is, did you only use Tinder out there?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It was mainly Tinder. Yeah, only Tinder.
Okay. What was your success rate? Give me numbers. Would you say 80% was successful in terms of um, likes to dates conversion? Did a lot
Oh,
of women like you, or
I got
did
a
you have
lot
to
of
like a lot of
likes.
women?
I got a
Okay,
lot of likes, but as for meetings, I'd say, yeah, me you. I mean, to get them to meet you, you gotta have patience and game. So, um, I can honestly get like 20 matches and maybe one chick or two chicks out of those 20 matches will meet me. So I'm not gonna cap. That's what the numbers are. But I'd say I
Okay.
probably get easily like I'd say 6 matches a day on average.
Okay, so it's a numbers game. The more you have to put yourself out there, like keep liking, and you eventually get a date. Okay, very interesting. So you would say you were successful on Tinder, relatively successful, modestly successful, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So brothers should actually rely on Tinder when they go out there to Poland as a main source to get chicks.
I mean, I'd say that, but it might be a brother out there who's really good at cold approaching,
Hmm.
and if he's good at that, yeah, I think cold approaching is good. A lot of dudes just don't have confidence to just go up to a girl out of nowhere, start a conversation.
Let me ask this, brother.
Yeah.
So prostitutes. Was that a problem on Tinder? Was that a problem with Polish women? No pros.
I've got a couple. I swiped a couple times on Tinder, and there'll be a girl trying to sell me like nudes or trying to charge me, but it only happened like a couple times. It's not a
Jesus.
big thing. I mean, it happens in America as well, but it's not. It's not. It really happened out there.
They're getting that BS from America, bro. Selling nudes. It's shameful. Shout out to Deshaun Wilson for the $5 super chat. Thank you, Deshaun Wilson, for the support. Means a lot to me, bro. Thank you very much. Mr. Cali Phoenix Arts, thank you very much for the $999 super chat. Means a lot to me, brother. Thank you to both Deshaun and Cali Fennec for showing us the channel. Thank you for your support, Cali Fennec Arts. Thank you, bro. Means a lot to me. Very good intel so far. Okay, this is good. Did you use any other apps there?
Only Tinder.
Okay. So how should men dress out there? 'So they love the black American men. I think it's clear as day. Do they want the typical rap black American guy, G Unit sneakers, Sean John jeans, Echo Colt, red bandana, blue bandana, 3/4 jean trousers, pants below their boxers. Do they want the typical American rap swag? How are you dressed out there, brother? And what's your recommendation on what to wear out there in Poland to attract chicks?
I like trench coats, cardigans. I wear jeans. Um, I wear Jordans sometimes. I like my Jordans. Uh, just like yeah, you just I'd say yeah. Cardigans are cool. Sweaters, just dressing, just learn how to dress. It's not that hard. There's a lot of YouTube channels on it. Um, yeah. So just dressing. Your clothes are fitted. Just making sure you look nice. So yeah, I'd say that. Making sure you're well groomed, making sure your haircut is on point. Uh, dudes with dreadlocks, they like dreadlocks. They like braids. They like cuts, regular cuts. So yeah,
Okay.
as long as it looks nice, you do all right.
So you said they like dreadlocks and braids. If a
Yeah,
brother comes through with a shortcut, and shape up, good lineup, is that okay?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you, bro. Thomas Demihin says international passport. Yes, I have, big bro. IP. Polish women in London love black men and white men. Thomas, call in later on, please. I need to know the relationship between Polish women in London and black men. So maybe American brothers can come to London and bag a Polish chick out here. If as Eastern European is relative what the is unsafe at the moment. Maybe London is an alternative to meet Polish chicks. So calling later on, Thomas, that'd be great, bro. Okay, this is great intel, bro. So far, this is fantastic intel. Okay. Damn. Um, would you say they're materialistic, Polish women? I'm assuming there are.
Yeah, they're hypergamous. They like to do with money.
Ah,
I mean, but I can't blame them. Like, I mean, I'm sure they want a good lifestyle. If they're being feminine, submissive. They're gonna want that lifestyle. But most Polish dudes don't have a lot of money. But there are Polish dudes with money. I'm not gonna lie. Like you go outside, you see $100,000 cars. So some dudes, there's rich dudes in every country, but I say yeah. I mean, get your bag, get your money up, and yeah, you have like 5 girlfriends.
I can't trust hypergamous woman. That means she'll be looking for the next rich guy and she'll move on to that rich guy and leave you, even though you may be a middle class brother. That's upsetting to hear from Polish women. I think Japanese women may just be the best women for brothers, in my opinion. Now, I know brothers may not be into Asian chicks, but it may be what we have to settle for, man, in the future. What's your thoughts about that, Pat?
I mean, I'm sure the women in Japan are hypergamous too. I think what
No,
there's.
they got their own money, bro.
Oh yeah,
It's a rich country, man. They got their own money, bro. They ain't got to worry about. They don't use men for money in Japan. You know, they're a rich country already. Women have savings of $100. You know, compared to these bummy women in the West. Shout out to BQED for the £3.79 cash app. Thank you, bro. He says, appreciate your channel from Mr. Firefly. Shout out to you, Mr. Firefly. Appreciate the love and the cash app. Means a lot to me, bro. Thank you very much. Brothers, this is a great information so far. So I've got a few more questions before I open up the phone lines, Pat. Um, Social media, was that a problem with Polish chicks? You know, does the average good-looking Polish chick have like a lot of followers, a lot of simps? Is she getting her information on dating from Instagram, Twitter, and all that stuff? Break it down for us, bro.
yeah. It's a lot of Simps in Poland. I'm not gonna lie. I was dealing with one chick. She wanted to be serious with me, but she had just too many simps, and she would keep those simps around, like always sexing them. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that. We could just be friends with benefits. But yeah, a lot of them is simping. Like I was talking to this one girl. Sometimes Polish dudes kind of hate if they see you with a Polish chick. I haven't felt like threatened, but sometimes they do kind of hate because it's a girl broke it down. She said it's hard for the average Polish dude to get a fine Polish woman because they're kind of hypergamous. So when they see somebody from a different country come and get Polish woman easily without trying, they start to hate a little bit. So yeah.
Okay. What about social media?
Oh yeah,
Is
social
that a
media.
problem with that? Yeah.
I've seen girls who they don't. I've seen beautiful girls but who don't have a lot of followers on social media, and I respect them more when they keep their social media on private. So like that's one good sign. If they're cute and they got their social media on private, and it got to a point where I'll straight up ask these chicks like, "What is your relationship like with your dad?" And from there, that's everything I need to know. Like a chick, if don't wife up a chick, don't take a chick seriously who has a bad relationship with her dad.
Mm, yep. So when you ask, so did you ask those questions to every Polish woman you dated and slept with?
I'd say most, yeah.
And what
Just
was it?
just to get just to
What was
ask.
the average?
But
What was the average answer from them?
it was 50-50.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I didn't think it'd be that bad.
Hey, brothers, Poland is off the list. Public service announcement: Poland is now off the list for me. It could be on the list for you, brothers. That's perfectly fine. You do what you want with your lives. After hearing this intel, uh, I can't go out there to Poland. I was planning to go out there sometime this year. Off the list. I ain't gonna waste my time. It's not worth it. You
Nah,
know,
bro, it's not that bad, bro.
you sure, bro?
Yeah, it's worth the trip.
Okay, so let me ask this, right? Let me ask you this. You know, I'm very worried about safety is very important to me. You know, did you ever feel threatened by Polish men in
Not at
Poland,
all. Not at all.
even though you were around beautiful women?
Yeah, and I never felt that, and I was surprised.
Okay, did they give you looks?
I did get some looks. Um, if I was walking with a Polish girl, dudes would just look not in an angry way, but like a kind of confused way. but I didn't really get any aggressive looks. No, I mean, no, I'd get more curious looks, like especially like outside the capital. They they'll be surprised to see like a black person sometimes.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Um, huh. Okay. Um, did women stare at you? You know, and was it a look of curiosity, or was it a look of hatred, or like what's this black guy doing here? You know, when women stared at you.
Women will look at me in like a curious way. Sometimes they'll start conversations with me at bars. It was more curious sometimes.
Okay, speak on when they will start conversations with you at bars. So that you telling me you just sitting down by yourself, drinking, and then they would approach you.
That happened a couple times. Yeah,
And what
they'll
did
be
they say
like,
to you?
how are you? Yeah, it was one girl like she was Polish. She couldn't speak English, and I was like, damn, I need to learn this language because sometimes it just happens where the girl just doesn't speak good English, which is weird because like most people speak English, but you're running into a girl who just doesn't speak English. So it didn't really go that far with that girl because number one, it was kind of weird. I'm not used to having girls approach me, so that kind of caught me off guard, and it was just that chick. Her English wasn't that good, so that was that was just it wasn't the best in that situation. Another time, um, these girls just it was it was actually the same night. These girls just sat next to me. It was two of them, and they spoke good English, and we just talked for a little bit. That was another time I got approached.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
bro. Um, shout out to remove a comment there. You mentioned a name that's pretty much YouTube watches out for on the comments. So yeah, you have to be very careful who you mention on the channel. That guy is a no go. Yes, although some of his content may be true, but for the purposes of keeping this channel clean, be careful on who you mention on the live stream chat. YouTube just track live stream chats, so don't mention people who are very controversial in the mainstream media. It may not be to us, but unfortunately, that's how things are on YouTube. They've adopted very liberal ideals, so be very careful who you mention here, please. So they come up to you saying, "Hey, how are you? What are you doing in Poland?" And then did they start, you know, did they want to dance with you? Did they want to, you know, break it down for us, bro?
I'm just they'll just want to start conversation. Maybe get my Instagram so we could talk later. Stuff like that. Just they'll be interested on why I came to their country. People, I don't know why they're just so interested. They're like, why Poland? Why would you want to come to this place? Because most Polish people they don't really like Poland. A lot of them want to leave. So when you come from like a Western country like UK, France, America, they're like, yeah, why would you want to come to Poland? I'm like, it's cool here. I actually like it.
Huh. And that's a red flag there. Any woman that wants to leave a country, you have to do some very strong betting here, whether she's using you as a green card or a passport, dude, to get to your country, you know. And when she gets to your country, the facade breaks and she's some feminist rathead, you know. So be very careful, brothers. Wouldn't you agree, Pat?
Yeah, but a lot of them, yeah, a lot of them do want to leave. A lot of them want to stay. It's like, yeah, I won't try to act like all of them want to leave or all of them want to stay. It's like I'd say it's like flipping a coin. Some of them want to go to like another country in the UK. Some of them want to go to Germany, France, um, Italy. A lot of them do want to leave, but a lot of them are fine staying there. A lot of them, some of them are family orientated and they want to be with their family.
Okay, thank you, bro. Um, and I want to speak to you about um, what's it called? Um, the ratio. What's the ratio of women to men in Poland?
Um, the woman is probably slightly higher,
So would you say 55% to 45% men?
maybe 57. I mean, 57% women, to the rest men.
Okay, that's decent. Thank you, bro. Interesting. What's the best places to meet Polish women apart from online dating? Like, uh, I'm guessing bars, maybe the park, the mall. You know, did you try doing around, or did you solely rely on online dating? Did you even bother
I
going out?
solely relied on Tinder.
Okay, fair enough, brother. Is there a reason why you solely relied on Tinder? You remember you're in a new environment. Woman, this is in America where they will bark at you like a dog if you attempt to approach them. You know, you're in a new country. Why did you not, speak to women more and approach them more?
I don't know. It's just like I just relied so much on Tinder, and I'm not used to cold approaching. It's just like something I need to start doing more.
Okay, fair enough, brother. That's fair enough. Um, STD and STI rates. Did you check up on that before going to Poland? Is it high? Is it low?
Um, I didn't check up on that, but it's not high as like the West. It's a little lower. I checked on it after. I don't remember everything like perfectly, but it's a little lower than like um Western countries, but not by a lot. I mean, I'd say definitely strap up, but I don't think it's high as like some countries in the West.
Okay, thank you very much, brother. Um, what were the bad? How was the nightlife there in general in Poland? Was it fun? Did you experience great experience there in the nightlife?
I went to one club. It was real cool. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people there. A lot of hot chicks. They were serving shots. They played all American music. It was I'd say it was the bad thing. It was like 50-50, men and women, so it wasn't that good. Oh, I went to two bars. I mean two clubs actually. Another club was cool. Like yeah, Polish people. I think Europeans in general party crazy.
Okay, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
I know you mostly relied on Tinder. Did you get any play from the bars and clubs? Did you take home? Did you take home any chicks from the bars and clubs, or did you follow up with conversations by exchanging numbers, meeting up the next day?
I danced with one chick at the club. That's about it. But I usually went to clubs with chicks already with me,
Okay,
and I
fair
danced
enough.
with them. Yeah.
Um, Tell me the bad. Okay, did you experience any racism out there in Poland?
Not at all.
What about N-word use towards you or said by them at all?
They know that word, but nobody said it.
This is good.
Yeah.
Um, how did you know they know that word?
There's one offensive term in Polish to describe a black person. I know I'm not saying it right. Smushum, something like that, and it basically it's just a rude way to call. It's just a rude way to call a rude name to call a black person. It's like calling someone a Negro or something. So I was asking the girl like, what does that word mean? Is it disrespectful? She's like, it's rude. I don't think people should say it, but it's not as bad as the N word. And I was like, oh, so they know that word.
Okay, thank you, bro. Um, can someone, can my mods please block Kinder? I think Kinder is a troll. Thomas, Nate, Callie, or John, can one of you block Kinder? That's a troll right there. Shout out to J Bones for the $99 super sticker. What's up, J Bones? Been a minute, bro. Thank you very much for your support, J Bones. Thank you, bro. Means a lot to me, bro. Thank you. Shout out to Conrad Grant again for the $2 super chat. Thank you, Conrad Grant, for your support. IP made power recently, 30 shares in Tesla stock. Oh yes, I think I heard about your partnership with Tesla from the other stream. They gave you 30 shares in Tesla stock, bro. Wonderful, wonderful. Hope that goes very well for you in Tesla stock. I still recommend brothers to buy it. Tesla is a beast of a stock. Is it gonna do a stock split? Tesla might do a stock split. Oh my goodness. This is crazy, man. Yeah, but Tesla stock doing great. Stock market's doing good now because the Russian-Ukraine war is ending soon. We hope. But well done to Conrad Grant. Thank you, bro. So before I open up the phone lines, brother, would you say should brothers travel alone or in a group to Poland?
I mean, I did it by myself. Um, I'd say you're fine either way. You do okay.
Okay. And where did you stay mostly? Was it in a hotel for 3 months? Was it Airbnb switching?
Airbnb switching.
And you felt safe in the Airbnb? None of the hosts were trying to do some dodgy BS.
Nah, everybody was cool.
Okay, bro. Ah, damn. Amazon stock is going crazy. Jesus Christ, man. All right. Wonderful, brother. Um, Tell me the bad things about Poland that brothers should be aware of. It might be women, it might be anything in general. Let's break it down, brother.
Bad things, bad things, bad things. I can't really think of anything bad. I mean, everything was cool. I mean, it's just a chill country. Um, I mean, if you come from the west, stop signs where you crosswalks, you have to wait until it turns green. Or if you don't wait, you can get a ticket. I mean, that was new to me coming from America because nobody usually listens to that or waits. So that was kind of different. I can't really think of it. I can't really say anything bad about Poland. I mean, it was just a cool country. I mean, the food was all right. It wasn't the best. Like I mean, the food in Brazil was awesome. So I can't even compare it to like Brazilian food. I tried food in Portugal. On a layover, Portuguese food was good. Italian food was good. So the food in Poland isn't all that. I mean, in Warsaw, the food was good. If you go to like a traditional restaurant, but I wasn't too impressed by the food out there. So I don't know, some of those like jaywalking laws, the food. I can't really think of anything that bad about Poland. School place. Oh, the weather. I mean, if you don't like the cold, I mean, a lot of people just can't tolerate that, and it gets extremely cold in Poland. So if you don't like the cold, I'd say skip it and just go in the summer or spring. That's about it.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much for and what would you say was your top five greatest experiences there in Poland, brother?
Um, being at the bar with the locals, spending time with the Polish girls, um, taking there's like a bullet train, or it's not really a bullet train, but it's like a really fast train that takes you from one part of the country to another part in like 3 hours. That was cool. Just being in Europe for the first time, it was cool. I'd never been to Europe before, so just like them not giving you bags at the supermarket. I don't know if they do that in the UK. So that was just different to me. I'm like, wow, they don't give you bags at the supermarket. You have to bring your own bag. Just experience what the Europe is for the it's like for the first time. Just like the quality of food in Europe. The I can eat KFC in Poland and it tastes way better than KFC in the United States. So just the quality of food, it just made me realize that like they really service junk in America. So those were all my great experiences with Poland.
You have to bring your own bag. Or
Oh
or
yeah, they don't get they give you bags at the supermarket in the UK, like the plastic
yeah,
bags.
yeah. But you
Oh,
pay for it 5 pence. You're telling me Poland they don't have bags there.
oh, they have them, but like in America, we don't have to pay for them. They just
Oh yeah.
give it to you for free.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was different. Like they charge you for that.
Okay. So were you in each city for 1 month each?
I just did. I can't really calculate it. I was just doing week here, week there, week here, week there. So 1 week in Warsaw, maybe 2 weeks in Gdansk, and just going back and forth.
Okay, back and forth in
Yeah.
those places. Why were you going back and forth?
It was sometimes I wanted to chill with my main chick in Gdansk, and I wanted to turn up in Warsaw. So it was really just going really that mean back and forth.
Okay. Um, and that whole time were you staying at the woman's place, or was it just were you staying at your place at the Airbnbs?
I was staying in my Airbnbs.
How much were the Airbnbs per day? 'Cause I'm guessing that must be really expensive.
I'd say
With the
$40 a day.
$40 a day.
Yeah.
Okay. So you held your Airbnb, you traveled to different Airbnbs, you came back to the same Airbnb, right?
I do 1 week here, rent it for a week, and then 1 week in another city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, brother. Um, let me do this. So this has been a very great stream so far. Thank you very much, Pat. Before I open up the phone lines, brothers, first and foremost, here is a link to the incredible Patreon. Uh, Like I said, the Patreon is where you get exclusive intel, one-to-one consulting with me to get you into IT and get your first remote job just so you can travel all around the world while working remotely. It's a new era now, and I want to get you brothers earning good money and not being in a goddamn office. Um, Two, if you want the X-rated explicit streams, video intel regarding foreign women, that's only going to be on the Patreon, and special interviews with great subscribers. Sorry, great uh, YouTubers will only be on the Patreon too. So mostly be on the Patreon. So join the Patreon, brothers. Press a 1 in the chat if you will be joining the incredible Patreon. Press a 1 in the chat if you will be joining the Patreon. So let me know if you're interested in joining the Patreon, and that'd be great, brothers. The Cash App is open 24/7, so please support the channel via the Cash App. Thank you, brothers. Um, the Facebook group is also open too, so please send a request to join the Facebook group. I will say that if you want to get into our Discord server, only for high value males, where we break down more information, you must join the Diamond Tier Patreon. Okay. Twitter, follow me on Twitter, send me a DM on Twitter, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Retweet my tweets, you know, to get more visibility on the channel and get more brothers in this international passport space. I'm also on Instagram as well, so follow me on Instagram, send me a DM on Instagram, and I will get back to you. One more time, here is a link to my Patreon, and my IG is where you find updates on the channel, my life, videos, photos, etc., etc. But make sure you join the Patreon, brothers. The Patreon is incredible. Several brothers are already part of the Patreon of the channel. I strongly suggest that you join the Patreon. Here's a post to the Patreon where we discuss why Filipino women make the best girlfriends for black men. That's only going to be on the Patreon. So let me link that for you, brothers. If you want to see content like that, real content, join the Patreon, brothers. So press a 2 in the live stream chat if you will be joining the Patreon. Here's a link to the Patreon here, brothers. There's a Patreon, brothers. So you can see that post there speaking about Filipino women. There'll be a lot more videos coming on the Patreon, okay? So join the Patreon, brothers. So let me open up the phone lines and then we'll get the questions in. So Pat, you ready, brother?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, fantastic. So where you up to next, Pat?
I'm gonna go back to Poland
Okay.
in like July.
You're not gonna try a different country, bro. Don't get too obsessed with Poland.
I really just want to focus on like one place. I'm focused on trying to make money online, and when I go to a new country, I don't get as much work done because I just want to see new things. But I already been to Poland before, so I'm gonna just be there chilling, trying to work on my online business and work on my remote job.
Okay. Okay. And what's that? What's the online thing you're working on, brother?
I want to publish books. I'm gonna make ebooks and Kindle
Fantastic, bro.
books. Yeah.
Oh, so you're a storyteller.
No, I would hire somebody to write books for me, and I'd release them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hope that goes very well for you, Pat.
thanks.
Calling now, brothers. If you have any questions for our guest, if you have no questions, please cash up and super chat your questions. The stream link is pinned, and let me get some water. Carry on speaking, Pat. If you have anything else you want to add on to the stream, let me get some water. Yeah. Water is good for the soul. Love that water. One more water, man. Yeah. It's that good water right there. Yeah. All right, brothers. Calling brothers. Where you at, Thomas? Calling Thomas. I wanna hear hey, water is good for you, brothers, man. You know, water is amazing. You know, that's our natural habitat right there. All that fizzy drinks, fizzy pops, you know. You call it fizzy drinks in America? Or is it fizzy pops? I don't even know, man. That's bad for you, brothers. All right. Calling, brothers. If you have any questions for our guest, don't be shy. We don't bite. Is it not called fizzy? So what would you call Coca-Cola? Fizzy pop, right? I swear it's fizzy drinks. Or is it? I don't know. Or is it pop?
A soda?
Yeah, soda. That's it. Soda drinks. I see you, Thomas. Thank you, brother. Turn off your camera, Thomas. All right, let me bring Thomas Demi in. Hey, what's going on, Thomas?
What's up, bro?
I'm doing good, brother.
Bro, can you hear me?
Hi, loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, bro, give me like 2 minutes, yeah. Let me just off my light. 2 minutes, yeah.
Okay, no worries, bro. Oh yeah, that's it. Soda. Yeah, soda. That's not good for you, man. But I drank that good water. What's up, Thomas? How you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good, Thomas, man. Good to hear your voice, Thomas. I watched the Batman the other day. Good film. You're right, a good film, bro. Yeah, good
Awesome,
film.
bro. DC over Marvel and every day.
Every day. The Marvel, forget Marvel. Marvel's trash. DC's for grown men like us. You know, Marvel's for kids. If you're a Marvel dude, you're a grown ass kid. I'm joking, brother. I'm joking, brothers. So Thomas, I mean, before you have any questions for our guest here, Thomas, I want to hear about this sentiment that Polish chicks in London check for brothers. Is that true, Thomas?
Yes and no. Let me explain. Yes, because for some reason, yeah, like the brother explained, they love us for our swagger. You know, the whole based on what they've seen on the end through the Western media. So they love us for that. Yeah, I know a couple of mates of mine who dealt with 2 Polish chicks. They were very good to them, and you know they took them out. They smashed of times. Now, here's the downside. They know because like I said in the live chat, they're very promiscuous, bro. They're freaky as hell. There was one story, yeah. This was in Soho, London, 2019, yeah. Couple of mates of mine bought one Polish chick here that he knew from university here, and she ended up smashing 6 brothers.
What? In one night?
Yes.
They ran a train on
And so
they ran a train on her. Come on, man.
in
That's
so
disgusting.
in Soho, London. In Soho, London, bro. Uh, That's why I said yes and no. They love brothers, but they're women. They're loose. They're
Brothers ran a train
loose.
on her. Any
I
brother
couldn't
does
believe.
that train
I
stuff,
couldn't
you
believe
know.
it, man. Yeah.
Any brother that runs trains on
Yeah.
chicks, weird in my opinion. That's just some weird ish, man. I'll keep my thoughts to
So
myself.
that's why.
I don't want to get too deep there. Go on, Thomas.
So that's why I said, yeah. They love brothers. Yeah, they love white men as well. The same. They do the same with white men. I have a couple of white mates. They say, "Oh, these Polish women, yeah, they're leftover women. Like, they constantly participate in orgies. I don't know why. Like my mate said, like she passed around Polish chicks with his mates. One of his mates started seriously dating the same Polish chick. I'm like, raw.
Did you say orgies?
No.
Did you say
Yes.
orgies?
Orgies.
What?
Yes.
What?
I said orgies. Yeah. Yeah. Bro, these women, they're loose. I said, let me repeat myself, bro. My white mate, he smashed this Polish chick here, gave this Polish chick to his friends. Then one of his friends started dating this Polish chick seriously. And I'm like, why? She's
Jesus. Polish girls are off the list for me. I don't care what anyone said. They're off the list, man. I think that's the first European country that is just for the streets. That's the first time I've ever said that for an Eastern European group of women. They're for the streets, man. They're definitely not for me. Very sad to hear and this intel. Go on, Thomas.
Yeah, IP. But we need to tell Americans here, stop pedestalizing UK women. Jesus, man. And the live chat, yeah. Brother Harvey Williams. Harvey Williams, that's your name here. Stop pedestalizing UK women and all that. They're just like US women.
Yes, they are.
I'm not shouting more.
It's late. Please go to bed. It's not. They're not getting fed to everybody.
Oh, bro.
Hey, it's past your bedtime, Thomas. Hey, it's past your bedtime, bro.
I can't believe.
Hey, it's past your bedtime, bro. Holy sugar, man. God damn. But back on topic. The UK girls, man. I was on the train today, and there was this UK chick that tried getting my attention. I clearly had my headphones in. There's a reason why I have my earphones in. I don't want to speak to you, stupid woman out here in the UK. Not all are stupid, but a lot are. There's a reason why I want to avoid you, women. That's why I have my headphones in. She kept looking at me. She kept budging me. I was like, "What are you doing?" I gave her a look. I was like, "Nah, this ain't the time for it, honey. You ain't getting no play from me." I'm done with them. But if American brothers like him, Thomas, that's up to them, bro. So Thomas, do you have any questions for our guest?
Bravo. So any I'm just trying. I think you answered this question already, but any conservative women in any parts of the big cities?
Pat, you
Hello?
there, Pat? Pat,
Wait, what did he say?
he said,
Are there any?
Go on, Thomas.
Are there any? Is there any hope to find conservative women in the big cities of Poland?
Ah man, I didn't find that many, but as I said, learn the language, and I mean, if you learn the language and you got money, I mean, I think you can do it.
Ah man, that sounds like I'm done. IPI hit West.
I know, bro.
Man.
The West is just poisoning everything, and that's why I'm saying this Russia war is there's a lot more bigger things at play here, because if Russia loses this war, right, they lose reputation, Western culture starts spreading more, then you're going to see women that were previously feminine, submissive, start adopting Western ideals, and we can't let that happen. I'm sorry, we can't. Every woman must not become westernized, or it's over for us, to be honest. That's how I feel. Because Russia and America are two completely different groups of people. They may be both white, but ideologies and how they think is completely different. They're a lot more traditional in Eastern Europe compared to West. Go on, Thomas.
Yeah, you're right, bro. And even the Eastern Asian countries like Japan, Korea, Taiwan, Thailand, Philippines, yeah, they're much more conservative. They don't want to embrace liberalism like the UK and the US. They don't want that. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. But the UK and the US, they're already declining. So we don't care about these countries. All we care about is just making money in those countries. But thank God for remote working. We don't need to settle in these countries.
Absolutely. I mean, the sooner brothers get over to Japan,
thank God for remote working,
the better. The sooner brothers make that trip to Japan and other countries that are not being poisoned, the better.
Even
I think
Germany.
Even Germany, yeah.
And I know Germany's in the West, but like you said, bro, there are exceptions in the West. Yeah.
I mean, Polish women look way better than German women. Let's be honest.
I have to disagree, bro. I have to disagree. I disagree.
I've seen both.
Black German fan, that German engineering fan. I don't know what they're doing in Germany, but they're doing a good job with black German. that nice curly hair, a light skin, all nut figure, no BBL, no weave, no window cleaner eyelashes, talons for fingernails, none of that nonsense, bro.
The women in Portugal are beautiful too. I was surprised. I had a layover in Portugal. I saw the women out there. Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah,
I can confirm that. Were there any black women in Portugal?
Yes,
there's a lot of black people in Portugal.
Half Angolan, half Portuguese chicks. Lord have mercy. God damn it, they're hot.
They got bodies too.
Were they all natural?
They are natural, yes indeed, brother. They ain't got to wear weave. They got natural curly hair.
What about their fingernails? Did they have BBL?
No BBL, no window cleaner eyelashes. No, it's window cleaner eyelashes, man.
Fly trap eyelashes.
None of that BS.
Oh, okay.
Let me bring in J Bones. J Bones, can you turn your camera on in the background, please, just so I know you're not a troll, if you're still there. Yeah, let me bring in J Bones. Thank you, brother. Confirmed. What's going on, J Bones? Been a minute, bro. How are you?
What's up, IP?
Hey, I'm doing good, bro. I've been busy. You know, a lot of things have been happening at the same time. How are you doing, J Bones?
Not bad, man. Chilling, man. Got a lot of work to do, so I was on my laptop doing a million things, and I saw you boys on, so I said, let me hop in and say what's up.
Yes, man. We definitely want to hear your voice, man. It's been a minute, man, J Bones. But how are things over there? I know it's very stressful for your job, the whole Russia, Ukraine. How's it looking for you, bro?
It's looking like this thing is gonna last a whole lot longer. This thing, this thing is not. It's not gonna stop anytime soon. But I mean, I've been working remotely, so for me personally, I get a chance to do some certain things. I was actually on your neck of the woods, actually, IP. I was on your neck of the woods not too long ago.
You were in the UK?
No, technically not. Well, technically it is the UK. Bermuda.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah. You know, Bermuda is owned by the United Kingdom.
Yeah. Caribbean.
Yeah. So that's the best part. At least you get to work remotely. So that was But this thing is gonna stretch out, man. So take it day by day. As long as I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not in Ukraine with a gun or anything like that. So I know they over there going through some things right now. Yeah.
Awesome, J Bones. What's your thoughts on the stream? Do you have any questions for our guests at all?
Yeah, I'm actually, it's good to see some of the brothers that hang out with us, or some of the brothers that they're part of the group when they actually finally fly out. Pat has been with us for a long time, so I'm just glad to see that we get the guys who are with us, and they go out to get boots on the ground. Because one thing I do like is that we need to start getting the brothers out immediately. I was talking to Tony Berry about that. It's like, we got to start getting everybody out. You boys got to grab passports and move as quickly as possible. The Poland thing, I didn't want to ruin it for anybody, but here's the thing about it. What Thomas was saying is 100%. A lot of those chicks are slut bags. A lot of them. Yeah, a lot of those chicks. Yeah, let me tell you something. It's serious, bro. Like let me tell you something, IP. When I worked at British Airways, we had a joint contract with Polish Air, and so we used to fly to Krakow. And let me tell you something, they're exactly what Thomas say they are. Those chicks are loose, ridiculously loose. I mean, just some of them are good, but the problem with them, IP, is that there's more bad than there's good. I'd say probably 80% of them are just they're ran through. A lot of them are ran through, way too ran through. I've been, and the worst thing about it too is that they're pretty. They're very beautiful girls. Like when I was in college, we went to my brother was he was in the military. He was a Navy captain. So they have this rule in the Navy: if you spend too much time away on sea or away from the family, you have to request one of your family members on a free vacation to come see you. So my brother requested that I come see him over there. At that time, he wasn't in Krakow. I think he was in not Gdansk. Where's Warsaw? He was in Warsaw, and it was pretty cool. Like we went there. They love American brothers, so I'll tell you that for real. They love it, and that's the hit and miss. That's the hit and miss, because here's the thing: do they like American brothers? Yes, but you got to be careful, because you got to know what you're dealing with. You got to know if you're going in there to go find you a girl to hold hands with, build a relationship with, or you just going over there just to basically, bend a few chicks over. You understand what I'm saying? Because they love brothers. What Pat was saying was 100%, because I've been listening in for about an hour now. What Pat was saying is 100%. They love brothers, though, but they love brothers on a different tip. They see us more of a, I hate to say it, IP, and I'm gonna keep it, PG-13. They see us more on a pornographic level.
But
yeah,
they've been watching too much Blacked.com.
Too much, way too much of that nonsense, bro. Too much. They're trying to live some sort of a fantasy. So, here's what I'm gonna say, IP, to the brothers: you might have to treat Poland the same way you treat Sweden. You know, remember what IP said? IP said there are some designated spots. If you want to go over there, ain't nothing wrong. I mean, we're still men. If you want to go over there and basically swing a few around and bend a few white chicks, that's no problem to me. I mean, I'm not we went to college in America, bro. That was just a normal thing. I didn't bend chicks from Czech Republic all the way down to Zimbabwe. I mean, it's there's nothing new, but you got to be careful. There's a difference between having fun and then putting a ring on some of these chicks. So Poland is definitely another Sweden. A lot of the chicks, they're beautiful. Even here, when you go to Pennsylvania has a huge Polish population, but the chicks are slut bags. Jeez. Serious slut bags. I mean, it's too much, IP. Yeah, it's too much. They kind of have this sexual promiscuous. I've met some of them, incredibly intelligent. We went to school with some of them back in the day. They are very smart, very very cool, very calm, collected. But I'm sorry, IP. Just some of them chicks, man, and you just never know. They have way too much. Some of them have a reputation of having very high body counts. Very high body counts, and it's like they don't see it as a problem. They don't see it as they kind of see it as sexual liberation. They see it as a sexual liberation thing. Yeah. It's like
that's a feminist crap. Jeez.
Yeah, a lot of that feminist. They on that, what's his name? They on that black girl magic, but they just not black girl. So it's white girl magic. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's the problem.
So they can have 500 body counts, and they see a problem with that.
They don't have that's the thing, Thomas. That's the problem with them. It's like they don't see that sexual behavior. They don't see it as a problem. They never saw it as a problem. It's like, yo, we just banging bodies. Like, this is just another. They just see it as another Tuesday. It's just random. That's a Tuesday. Yeah.
That gives me a question. That reminds you, brother Pat. How do the Polish men of the women? Are they just as liberal as the women, or are they conservative, where they're like the Swedish men, and they are they want other races of women, like Thai women? How are the Polish men, Pat? How
I don't know if they want other races of women. I mean, I'm sure they want Ukrainian women. Who doesn't want a Ukrainian woman? But other races outside of European women. I didn't really spend too much time talking to the dudes. I mean, they seem more. I can't explain it. They seem more conservative. The men, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So how did the woman turn out like that?
It's not all a woman. It's not all a woman, but it's like a good percentage, especially the ones under 25. If you talk to girls over 25, they got a different mindset. But the ones under 25, they're Westernized.
Jeez. And my sweet spot is 18 to 23, because that's where you can mold the woman to your program. Like I said, any woman that's 20, that's over 23, that's not being wifed up, something is wrong with her. It just makes no sense. When you're that young, you have a lot of playing options with men, and if a guy ain't put a ringer on it or ring on it, you're either a hoe, you're either a feminist douchebag, you're either a person, a horrible person. You can't keep a man. You're on that independent woman BS, and I don't want that in my life. So that's why I go for 18 to 23. And it's sad to see that in Poland, they're on that feminist time. Like J Bone said, Poland to me right now is another Sweden. Hot woman, but for smashing purposes only. For a getaway where I just want to smash a bunch of chicks, I go to Poland. If I want to find a wife, definitely not in Poland. That's a big no.
I thought about what you said, but I thought it was too harsh at first. 18 to 23. I mean, she ain't married by then. I mean, I don't know. That's still kind of young, but now that I look at it, I mean, I'll date like a girl that's 25, and I'm just like, she seems feminine, she seems nice, but why isn't she cuffed up? Why is she not at least in a long-term relationship? And she'll try to say, oh, the guys I dated were just a-holes, I never meet good men, but like that's just her trying to play the victim, because it's hard to believe you look good, you're like even a girl that's a 7.5 is gonna be able to talk to high value men and talk to all kinds of
Yes.
men. So you had all these years and you couldn't at least be in a long term relationship. I mean, yeah, it doesn't. It's just something not right. I mean, yeah, something's not right, and you can't save her.
Yeah, something's wrong. There's either
So
a chick that's probably sleeping around, wants to spend the early 20s sleeping with different guys, hot girl summer. And when it comes to a certain age, oh, she wants to get cuffed up. That's why I want to avoid women over the age of 23, because there's just no way in 2022 where if you're a decent looking woman, you can't find a man to be in a long-term relationship with. It's very easy for women to date and find a man more hardened than men, right? So, you know, um, that's my thoughts there. A lot of people disagree with
so
me.
IP.
IP, how can you say that? But that's my opinion. Go on, Thomas. Pardon me.
So Sweden, Poland, Austria, Norway, they're off the list when in terms of finding Eastern European women. So
Yes,
would you
easily.
say
So
Germany? Would you say Germany, Russia, Ukraine, Latvia, Croatia, what else? Czech Republic. Are those the best countries to go if brothers want Eastern European women?
100%, 100%. And I'd even put Russia as number one country in Eastern Europe if you want to find a wife there. To be honest, Putin isn't playing
Mm.
around. He don't want that Western culture there. He don't want that Western BS there at all. He really wants that Eastern culture that they've had for centuries. But the whole of Scandinavia, that's a no for me. Too feminist, women that are too liberated, high body counts. Nope. Poland, that's a no for me. So far, I would avoid those
Mm.
countries for wives. But
Um,
if you're
Mm.
serious, go to Russia. Go on, Pat.
have you guys heard anything? Like, do you guys have any? Do you have a stream coming up about Serbia or Bulgaria? Because I'm interested in those two countries. I don't hear too much about those countries.
So Serbia, no. Bulgaria, no. I've got one in Latvia next week. Yeah, I think I've heard about Bulgaria. So I knew a Bulgarian chick many years ago, I think 5 years ago. She was decent. She was in a long-term relationship. She was loyal as well. Always spoke about her boyfriend. So based on what I see from her, I think Bulgarian chicks there may be some decent girls, but I don't know anything about Bulgaria, bro.
Yeah, I'm thinking about taking a trip to Bulgaria this year for at least a month to see what's good out there.
Are you not coming to Germany at all?
German, maybe I want to just do Eastern Europe first, and then I'll do Western Europe a little later.
Okay. Fair enough. I do feel like if Russia wasn't in a war right now, I would actually go to Russia. Um, there's a UK brother I
Would
was
you go
speaking
Russia,
to
IP?
2 weeks ago. Yeah, I spoke to a UK brother the other week, 2 weeks ago. He's like, yeah, Russia is good to find a wife there. They're feminine, submissive, they cook for you. You can find no body count women there.
But the thing
But
that's weird about
isn't it
Russia,
dangerous? Wait, hold on, bro.
Um,
Isn't it dangerous, IP?
um, I mean, parts outside of Moscow and St. Petersburg, yes, going to like the countryside, be careful. Um, but I wouldn't live there. Obviously, I'd go there, get my girl, move her to Japan, and live a happy life there.
but Russia has the highest divorce rate though, and out of any country, which is
Ru-
weird.
Russia, is it?
Yeah, yeah, they have the highest divorce rate.
Mm.
That can't be right. You sure?
It's like top 5.
Russia divorce rate. Oh yeah, because the men are very abusive. That's what I heard. So I think
Uh,
that's why
but
they like brothers a
uh,
lot. Because yeah, so
just like
basically,
Moroccan men.
yeah, you're
Sorry,
right
okay,
about
go.
that. So from what I've heard, the men there are very, very physically abusive, and women there can't take it anymore. That's why they just divorce. Same for Moroccan
Why?
men too. But if your brother is decent, I don't see why she would divorce you. Go on, Thomas.
It's
Wow.
it's the hold on for a second, Thomas. It's the same IP. It's the same thing. I want you guys let's push back just a little bit.
Okay.
I want you guys to check out the live chat. Primo to Prime Muto or whatever his name, Primuto. Um, here's the thing about
Primitive.
Primito. Yeah, here's the thing about Bulgaria and Serbia. Absolutely 100% right. 100% right. Shout out to the brother Primito. Bulgaria, that's a complete no-go. If you catch them outside of Bulgaria, 100%. Serbia, I've heard some good things about it, but here's the thing about it, IP, we got to promote safety first. We got to promote safety first for some of these brothers. Some of these places, it's a complete no-go. I can tell you that because here's the thing. Bulgaria has some of the most racist people that you will ever encounter.
Jeez.
So if you're around the women, you would have to catch them outside of the country. But if you go in there, Bulgaria has a huge alt-right population. They literally marching down the street with the Ku Klux Klan hats on. So that's not something that you want to do. I don't what's his name? The guy that used to play for what's his name? He used to play for Manchester City. Edin Dzeko. Remember Edin Dzeko?
Yep.
Yeah,
I remember.
he's from Bulgaria. He dated a black girl one time, and basically, I don't know what it was. He made a mistake and took her into the country, but I'm pretty sure that was the last time they saw each other. Yeah, it's not Bulgaria is not a go. It's a place where you catch the women outside. Some of these women you got to catch them outside of their country. You understand what I'm saying? But Serbia, definitely. I've heard some good things about Serbia though, but even though I would catch them outside of the country, I've heard some brothers go into Serbia and do well there, definitely. But still, we promote safety first.
Are you sure? Are you sure it was Edin Dzeko? Because he's from Bosnia, and I'm not.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, not Edin Dzeko. Where's the other one? The one who used to play for Manchester United.
Berbatov. No,
Berbatov.
He's not from there. Though,
Berbatov is from what's his name, right? Bulgaria.
Berbatov. Let me see. Berbatov.
I think Berbatov is from Dimitar Berbatov.
He's from Bulgaria. Was it him?
Yeah. There was a situation once he dated a black girl and it turned into some sort of a firestorm over there. They have because once you represent, they have one person that usually represents one country if you're a soccer player. So Berbatov represents Bulgaria because nobody else knows anybody from Bulgaria. And what's his name? Dzeko represents Bosnia because nobody knows anybody from Bosnia. So yeah, he had a relationship or he dated this black girl. He was seen with some black girl, and it turned into quite the firestorm. So some of these places you got to catch them outside of the country. And yeah, shout out to Primito for saying that. It's true. Over there, they, especially in Bulgaria, they be marching down the street with those what's the swastikas out in display 100%. You don't want to go to a place like that. Yeah. But Serbia, I've heard some great things. I've heard brothers go into Serbia and do well, but it's still safety first. You know, it's still safety first. Yeah.
Thanks for that, J Bones. Thank you, bro. Johnny H, can you turn your camera on in the background just so I know you're not a troll? And I'll add you in. Johnny H.
So
I can see you there.
So
all right, carry on, Thomas.
Thanks for the intro, bro. Yeah, man.
And hold on, Thomas.
Man.
Brothers,
it's open
brothers,
season for us, brothers, man. Why are they gonna be so abusive to the people?
Sorry, Thomas. You got some lag there on your stream. Brothers, please feel free to call in as well. There's a lot of space on the panel. We have like 7 spaces. Thomas, if you drop off and drop back in, because there's a lag there.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lag. You're lagging behind. So if you drop off, Thomas, and drop back in. All right, thank you, Thomas. All right, call in, brothers. A lot of space up here. Yeah, J Bones is right. We want to go to safe countries. So any countries that's deemed not safe, nothing is worth the box. Your life is not worth any box. You know, Please, brothers, don't risk your life for box. Let me bring in Thomas again. You back, Thomas?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes,
bell?
much better. Bro. Yeah, much better, bro. Carry on, Thomas.
Yeah, man, it's like these Russian men and these Moroccan men, like they're just giving the beautiful women away. Like, why are you abusing them? Why? It doesn't make sense. I think they're psychopaths, IP, man. I don't know why.
Keep it PG. But I'll say
Why
this.
these women?
Yeah.
Keep it,
Tommy said they Tommy said they psychopaths.
keep it PG. There's many factors that I saw documentary. Economic issues, insecurity.
Alcoholism is a very big
alcoholism.
thing.
Yeah,
it's a very big
alcoholism is a very
thing.
big thing in Eastern Europe. If that means more women for us brothers, I ain't gonna complain. Come over here, ladies. I will treat you well. And brothers, don't feel bad about that. I think brothers need to be more ruthless, not to other brothers, but to other men that are not brothers, because they're ruthless towards us. They get angry. Why you with a woman? If that's how it is over there, yeah, we'll take your woman. With Japanese guys, like I know in Japan that they got a problem with guys staying at home all day. I don't care personally. It means that it's more women for brothers. I really don't care. I'm like, yeah, can we get more men inside the house so we can get all the women to ourselves? I'm on that time now in 2022. I want as much women as I want to, bro. We're taking your woman, man. Like it's a Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Go on, J Pounds.
I was gonna say, it's funny too, IP in America. In America, for probably I think maybe 20 or 30 years, a lot of the BWs here have been complaining, but sometimes they bypass us and they go straight to white women. So a lot of them have been complaining about white women and Latino women taking black men away from them. Do you understand what I'm saying? But the truth about it is that, the truth about it is that here's the thing.
Good.
Yeah, it is actually good. But the truth about it too, IP, is that here's the thing. A lot of brothers don't recognize this, but bad relationships with other cultures between the men and the women there is actually a good thing for black men now, because we're on the up. Like a lot of brothers are making. I mean, here the numbers are brilliant. You got 60% of black men in the middle class, and 20% of us are rich and wealthy. Yeah, I mean, we it's game time for us now. It's game time for us completely. And you go to Russia's situation, IP, it's the same thing as Colombia. Over there too, a lot of those Colombian dudes, they're very brutal towards their women. Very, very brutal towards their women. So that's why when brothers come through, those women, they leave. They leave their men and run straight to us.
Yep, and we ain't complaining, man.
No complaining, bro.
No complaints. I want a harem in my life, but I want 9 chicks I want to marry in the future. So I ain't complaining, brothers. I'm being serious about that. The more women in my life, the better. I'm not on that monogamous.
Christmas came early for these strong women, man.
Bro,
Christmas came early for these strong women. Man, we're gonna take you away, man. Give you a good life. So you can bear our children. It is what it is.
Definitely. It is what it is.
It's like 3 countries with the most beautiful women: Russia, Brazil, and probably Colombia. Yeah, Japan. I put Japan on that list. Yeah.
When you going to Japan? When are you going to Japan, Pat?
I gotta get my money up for that. I want to be making at least $8K a month before I even think about a Japan trip.
Okay, interesting. Gavin Exposed says great content. Thank you, Gavin Exposed. Brothers, please hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat, support me. That's how you would support Fresh and Fit. And Kevin Samuels, they are very loyal supporters. Remember, I provide solutions to the problems that are out there in the West. I'm giving you brothers options, in terms of the woman you can go for and dates. This is some CIA level FBI intel that only Joe Biden and Kamala Harris would know, So please support the channel, hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chats, okay? And thank you very much. As we were saying, Pat was saying, Japanese women are hot. Russian women are hot. Brazilian women, Colombian. But when that Japanese mix with black, with Eastern European, I'm telling you, when I go to Japan,
and brother, we've seen it.
I'm making a bunch of babies out there.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, fam. And brother. You know what? I'm gonna say. I have to say something, man, because I know these Keishas are gonna be watching. They say, oh, you guys promote self-hate. You hate your mother, you hate your sister, all because you're not dating black women. Newsflash, you Jezebel, we've-headed Keishas from the UK and the US. There are foreign black women from Japan, black women from Ukraine, black women from Brazil. They're way superior than you. What do you have to say about that? Crickets.
Facts, man. And let me also mention. So I don't know about my American brothers, but over here in the UK, we're gonna start accepting Ukrainian nationals. So who in US is the US gonna accept Ukrainian nationals too? Now, and are you brothers looking out for the women that are coming through?
Yeah, IP. It's a very strange world we live in. As soon as the bomb started dropping, I remember a lot of people were kind of wondering, it's like, yo, I hope these women end up in my state. I hope people were kind of taking cues. It's like, yo, does anybody know where the Ukraine? Oh, I think they might come to Florida. No, they're going to Jersey. No, they're probably in Utah. No, they're in Minnesota. Maybe they might go to California. I don't care where they go. I'm gonna follow them. Everybody was.
Wait, brother. There's a whole war going on here, and just you care about Ukrainian Beckies.
That's what they're talking about here. That's how Americans are.
We need to protect our Beckies, though. We need to protect them. Our foreign Beckies.
Yeah, they got a situation. But IP, they're gonna be let's see, I think it's 12.7 billion, which has been allocated already. So a bunch of them are already on their way here. I believe they're gonna some of them actually live not too far away from me, because they've evacuated some of them already here. They live in Sussex County, which is probably not too far. I think it's like 30 minutes away from New York State. But yeah, they're definitely coming. There's gonna be a bunch of them. I gotta send you what's his name? I completely forgot, IP. I'm gonna post an article in the Facebook group. You're gonna be very surprised. Someone has been kind of playing a little espionage games, talking about the Ukrainian women. When they get here, they're going to be kind of pushing them towards into spaces where they're going to be living around black men who are already good to go. So basically they're creating some sort of an environment. Yes, it's happening. It's actually a weird, someone was posting articles about it. They were posting these different articles about when the Ukrainian women, when they get to America, they're going to strategically place them in locations where they're going to have access to black men. There's something weird going on.
Ooh.
Something very strategic going on. Yeah. Some strange stuff. I'm gonna find the article and
yeah, please post, please post on the Facebook group. I mean, Ukrainian women are hot and they like brothers. Yes. That's what I've heard personally in real life. They like brothers, and the channel has confirmed that they like brothers. And in my opinion, they're one of the top looking white women in the world. In my opinion, wouldn't you? Is that true, J-Bo? Did they check for brothers?
Yeah, I would say you know what it is too, because it's a strong like let me say, I would say the Ukrainians are definitely up there, but it's like we got a big list though. IP, so it's Ukraine. My list goes way far. You know, I do the Israeli thing real hard because I'm really biased. So definitely for me, Ukraine, Germany, definitely. What's his name? Definitely Croatia. We always got to put Croatia in the list. Yeah, definitely Croatia. Definitely Italian girls. I mean, those Italians are just, one thing I like about Italians. Yeah.
Wait, J Bones. Are Italian women checking for brothers?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we have a what's his name? You know what it is? Let me tell you something, Thomas. You got to the battleground. The battleground is usually America. You got to see it here. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you see it here, that because here is basically, no offense to you guys over there in the UK, but there's not a big selection in the UK. You know, the UK is basically
True.
what, four
True.
countries: Wales, England, Scotland, and what's his name, Ireland. But in America, we have 60 states. No, it's not 50 states. America is technically 60 states because people forget all the connecting islands. People forget that Guam is owned by the United States. The Virgin Islands is owned by the United States. We got a bunch of countries or a bunch of states which is outside of the US, which is owned by the United States. So I remember I was talking to Tony Berry one time. I think Tony's been to Guam, and he was telling me the girls over there are hot. So it's, you know, we got an abundance, and you got to see them in the battleground. The battleground is America. So when you come here, we have an abundance. You can go to California and check out. When you go to Cali or you come to New York, even Jersey, there's an abundance of Italian women who date black men, and they specifically only date black men. So it's
That's good.
especially
That's
right
good.
now too. Yeah, especially right now too. If you go to Italy, you know, but it's, you know, it's Italian. Those Italian men, there's, you know, kind of funny style. But here in
Yeah.
America, yeah, though they're you know, they got some attitude to them too. But here in America is different. Like I was when we were in high school, we had it was plenty of it was Italian girls left, Italian girls right, Italian girls everywhere, and you know they're much more they're very dependable women too. I would give them that. But yeah, it's we got an
Oh,
abundance.
okay, J Bones.
Hold on.
Which state? Oh, sorry, I keep on. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, J Bonds. Shout out to Ghost Master Son for the $5 super chat. Visiting Warsaw next month. Can you call the Polish women speaking English, or do you recommend a dating app? Is learning Polish a requirement? Pat, do it. Can you answer that question, please?
I think if you want to live there, learning it is a requirement, but you could approach most women speaking English.
Okay. Thank you very much for answering the question. Hopefully that answered your question, Ghost Masterson. Thank you, Pat Do It. Shout out to Callis Phoenix Arts for the $4.99 super chat. J Bones, I live next to border. We are accepting Russian and Ukrainian women lining up at the border. So I think you're probably in Estonia then, if you're there, bro. A couple months ago, we turned away Haitians, racist. Thank you very much, Callis Phoenix Arts, for letting us know. Where are you at specifically? Are you in Estonia? Are you in Czech
Yeah,
Republic?
he sounds like he's in America. I guess he lives in Texas because that's the only way that he would actually say they turned away Haitians. The Haitians were turned away in Texas. I remember that. So I think he's talking about Texas.
Okay.
Ask him to make Callis Arts or whatever his name is. Make a comment in the live chat. I'm pretty sure he lives in Texas.
Okay.
Probably talking about Texas, yeah, because Haitians are not going all the way up to Eastern San Diego. Yeah, California, exactly. Yeah, California. Yeah, he lives in Texas or California. Yeah.
Ah, interesting. Why are they turning away Haitians for? Shout out to my Haitian brothers. Why are they turning them away? That's just
I
messed
don't know,
up.
man. It's a lot of politics. I mean, we live in America. The racism is still at the racism is still at an abundance and high, but it was a situation that happened. I think it was a caravan. A lot of Haitians showed up at the border in Texas and California, and they kind of turned them away because I think they were there simultaneously with Mexicans or it was either Mexicans or somebody that was coming in very heavy, and the United States government turned them away. But there's a lot of stuff going on right now, IP. I mean, America is just a big mess. Gas prices high, people running around shooting each other. You know, it's just
You have a racist president. Your own
well,
president's
that's
racist.
all of them. Yeah, people used to call Trump racist, but hey, Biden is no different. All of them are pretty much the same people, bro.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Calisthenic Arts. Thank you, Calisthenic Arts, for the super chat. Thank you, bro. Yeah, let's not go to political in the stream, but we know Joe is a fraud. That's what I'm going to say. Hopefully, he gets voted out in 2024.
Yeah.
So let me pivot back here. So Ukrainian women are coming to our borders. J Bones, Thomas, Pat, how do you feel about that? And are Ukrainian women truly checking for brothers in general?
I
Based
think
on
they're
what you
Well,
heard?
checking for brothers.
yeah.
I had a couple dates in Poland with Ukrainian chicks. I flaked on one because I had something to take care of, and one flaked on me. But hopefully next time I'll be able to meet more Ukrainian chicks. And 20% of Warsaw is Ukrainian now, so I definitely want to meet some Ukrainian chicks. I'm not gonna wait for them to come to America. I'm gonna just go to Poland. That's where most of them are.
Okay, go on. You next, J Bones. King Smalls. The calling link is pinned to the chat, King Smalls. But I'll post it again. So yes, you can call in King Smalls. Here's a calling link, brother, on the chat. I'll give it to you there. So it's streamyard.com. King Smalls says he lived in Ukraine for 8 months, but he left because of the war. Thank you, J Bones. Let me bring you back in. So calling King Smalls, I see you. So J Bones, what's your experience with Ukrainian women? Do they like brothers?
I've actually never met. I met a few of them, but I've never dated any Ukrainians. I have heard that they are basically very much. I've heard they like brothers more than Russian women do. I heard they like they're much more suitable for black men than Russian women are. That's what I definitely heard. I heard that they tend to be less aggressive because a lot of the Russian one thing about Russian women is that due to the fact that they grew up around Russian men, they're used to that sort of brutal lifestyle. You know, they're used to that whole smack me up behavior. You know, they're kind of used to that whole they're used to a lot of the they're used to ghetto love. I don't know if you know.
Thug
Yeah,
love,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, they're used to that
oh,
thug love behavior. A lot of them are used to that nonsense, like b- uh, let's slap me in the face, let's drink a bottle of vodka, and then go into the bedroom and basically bang it out. You understand what I'm saying? So honestly, that's not something that I would subscribe to us as black men. So
Yeah.
I would definitely go for more of the Ukrainians. I heard that Ukrainian women are much more level-headed. I heard that they're much more definitely level. And I'm not gonna mention. I heard what shout out to the dude Calisthenics or whatever his name is, Calisthenics. He was actually right about that. Yeah, so they are lining up IP. So they're coming in from the south and they're coming in from the north. So two spots. They're gonna settle them either in Texas and California because Texas has a huge Ukrainian population. If you guys remember, Theo was talking about this before, how he used to run into some Ukrainian women over there in Texas. A lot of them live in Austin, so they're probably going to settle them in Cali or in Texas. Or there's a lot of them. There's a lot of Ukrainians in California itself too. If any of you guys ever watched the movie Italian Job, the one with Mark Wahlberg and
Yes.
Charlize Theron and Mos Def. Yeah, remember they had the situation with the Ukrainians.
Yes.
A lot of Ukrainians are deep. They're very very deep in California, and a lot of Russians actually live in California. The Russians own a big margin of the real estate in Cali. So which is basically bad for them now because their bank accounts are being frozen as we speak. So that's going to turn into something. But yeah, they're settling them in Sussex County here in New York, and they're also going to be settling them, some of them in North Carolina. But yeah, I would go for the Ukrainians. The Russians, they tend to be a little bit. Don't get me wrong, Russian women are beautiful, no doubt, very beautiful. But it's just something about Ukrainians being much more love. We don't need any more pressure.
Yeah.
I don't want that for the brothers. We don't need it. I want someone who's going to treat us right and go for the Ukrainian women. They'll definitely treat you a lot better.
Yes. Wonderful. Thank you, J Bones. Go on, Thomas.
yeah. Based on what I've gathered, yeah, I haven't dealt with Ukrainian women, but I'm looking forward to IP. Yeah, based on the intel I've gathered, Ukrainian women, they're cool, but I like a challenge IP, and with Russian women, I know they've had that ghetto love, but I think with us brothers, We're gonna take them out of their comfort zone. We're gonna soften them. Don't you think, IP? Don't you like a challenge?
No, bro. I hate challenges, man. That's why I'm not dealing with any UK women. You know, no more challenges, man. No more S tests. No more S tests. No, just tell me who you are. I like you, and I like you, and that's it. No
But Russian,
more trying to make her feminine or break her out of a shell. I'm done with that, brother. I
but
can't.
aren't Russian women conservative, bro? They make great wives.
Yeah, but I'm
It's
not.
just like
I
get
don't want no
along.
challenge, bro. No, I don't want. I don't want that thug love, get a love bull BS. I want everything to be as smooth as a table surface. Hold on, Thomas. King Smalls, I see you, brother. Can you turn your camera on in the background very quick, brother, just so I know you're not a troll? Then you can turn it off afterwards. It's just to verify. Yes, thank you, brother. I see you. Turn it off. Let me bring in King Smalls. He said he's living in Ukraine for a bit. What's going on, King Smalls? How you doing, brother?
How you guys doing, man? What's up, everybody?
Yeah, I'm doing good, bro. Thank you very much for calling in, King Smalls. I
Of
appreciate your
course,
time here.
of course.
Um, are you new to the channel?
I've come across your videos before because I was doing, I'm just doing my research and passing. I'm a digital nomad, so I'm traveling everywhere. And I came across your page when somebody was talking about Bucharest, Romania, and that's when I first discovered you, maybe like a month ago. So I've been tuning in, and I really like what you got going on here, man. A lot of insight, and I was kind of unaware because when you travel to these countries that I'm going to, you might meet one other black dude from the West, like when you're there. And it's so good to see like a community this large of other brothers like us doing what we're doing. And I really like what you got going on here. So thank you for it, man.
Okay, no worries, brother. Thank you very much for chiming in. So you said that you lived in Ukraine for 8 months, right?
Yes. I left about a month and a half ago, when the whole war thing started. And I'm from the Washington, D.C. area, and my family's all military or ex-military, and they're super paranoid about it. So they were like, yo, nobody brings that many troops to the border unless they're going to do something. Get the fuck out of it. Oh, sorry. Am I allowed to curse?
No, no swearing, brother,
My
please.
bad. They're like, get out of there. So I left. I went to Istanbul, Turkey, and I was literally on the phone with this Ukrainian girl when they first attacked the airport. Like
Oh
I was,
wow.
yeah. Like she turned the camera around because she lives in a high rise, and you just see the sky start to light up because she lives about um probably 10 minutes driving from one of the airports there. You just see the sky light up, and it's pretty crazy. And part of me feels guilty talking about the women in the country while this is going on, but I mean I got a lot of insight on it. I know that country like the back of my hand, and I can say that it's unmatched. I've never been to another country like that. Period.
Okay, let me ask this, brother. Are they checking for black men in Ukraine, the Ukrainian women?
Absolutely. Like it's like the looks you get, it might make a lot of people uncomfortable because you're gonna get stared at. And I mean like people will stop and stare at you, but you gotta imagine it's not a racism thing. It's like if we're walking down the street and we see like a pink elephant. Because there is a small population there of African students, but they generally tend to come from more impoverished areas. Like they're not dressing, and I don't mean to say like all Africans are poor or something, but they tend to come from more impoverished areas, poorer countries. So they're not dressed too nice. They're like, you can just kind of tell this, but they can clearly tell you're Western, and they just kind of stare because I want to say it's almost like a fetish thing that goes on because a lot of them see it on TV. They see us as athletes and rappers and things of that nature, and they will just stare, like stare. Absolutely checking. It's pretty nuts actually.
Okay, so where were you stationed over the last 8 months? Were you in
I
the capital?
I was 5 minutes from the dead center. I was in on a street called Paramount Avenue, Prospect Avenue. So I was about 5 minutes from the center. So I was right there, like in the middle of it, basically.
Okay, and you were living there for the past 8 months in that particular
I
place.
I was there for, so let me do the math. I was there from April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 9 months actually. 9 months. I left I left December. Yeah, I left December. I left for about a month-long period in October to attend my brother's wedding, and I went right back there.
Okay, so is that the capital city?
Yes, Kiev is the capital.
And you were there, right?
I was living
Essentially,
there. Yep.
you're saying that so the women that you dealt with, right, were they dimes on average?
I I don't even know how to explain this. It's gonna sound like an exaggeration, but the first day I was there, I thought there's maybe some kind of event that was going on or something in the center. Because that's, it was the summer or kind of warmer weather when I was first there. So everybody goes to the center. Their main street is called Cresciatic Street, and that's where everybody chills and like, it's their poppin' street, it's their main street. And I was just walking around, like checking it out my first time there. I travel alone and whatnot. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, man. It's like, I can't like, it's just, it's a different level. Every single, like there's two types of girls there. I say you'll see a beautiful girl or an old lady. That's it.
Oh,
There's really
wow.
there's really no difference. It's like a girl that you would consider a 10 in the West would probably be like a 7 or 8 over there. It's the level of beauty is astounding. I it's indescribable, really. I've been to Colombia, I've been to Brazil, been to Mexico, been to Greece, been to Turkey, been to Italy, been to Germany, and Ukraine by far. I'm going to Romania in 9 days, so we'll see how that is.
So, um, when you were out there in Ukraine, did you have dates every day? Were you smashing every day?
Every single day,
Was it that easy?
brother. We can connect on Instagram or something like that. I have all
Yes,
the footage.
please.
I have all the footage, everything. Like yes, absolutely.
Brother.
You need to understand that the average salary there is about $400 a month. So even though the percentage is about 60% women, 40% males, if you're going out, like the places that you want to go to meet women, it's gonna appear like it's like 4 to 1 because the men there are poor. They can't compete. They just can't. The men there can't compete. They make $400 a month. Like you need to understand that's like for some people that's a day. For some Westerners, half a day. They can't compete, so they just that's why there's this stereotype that Ukrainian men like to drink a lot because they just get their bottles and they go outside and drink. They can't afford to go to these places because what's happening is Ukraine's getting very popular and Westerners are coming over there. Prices are going up. For us, it's nothing. For them, it's too much. So there's a lack of competition there too. But I
Okay.
mean, that's that country. One thing, side note, don't get too excited, guys, because it's going to be a couple years so that place is going to be tourist friendly again.
Yeah, no, I think the Russians have that country. It's just a matter of time until they annex it and then do what they want with Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is, I know it's a bit sticky one here because that means the women that are here that are there currently, it's going to be hard for us to access them, especially if it's a Russian puppet state.
They're going to be leaving. The best countries to go to right now, would probably be Poland and Romania because you got to think about this. Men cannot leave Ukraine right now. Only women and children. If you're a male between the ages of 18 to 60, you must stay and fight. So it's all women going to the border countries. They're going to Poland. They're going to Moldova. They're going to Romania. Literally 3 million of them exiting their country. It's like all women. It's no men.
I mean, this is a very wild situation I'm seeing because I'll get back to the woman, King Smalls.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Stay away from it.
If this was a black country, right, something let's just say Ghana or Nigeria or Senegal, right, that were going through the same thing. Let's just say, for example, Senegal was Russia, and Nigeria was Ukraine, and Senegal did that to Nigeria, and Nigerian women were leaving Nigeria. There's no way that the West will accept all these Nigerian women, or even black men in general, But when it comes to white people, you see how open they are,
I struggle with that. I struggle with that belief. I can see that mindset, and of course, I'll tell you something. There's racism everywhere, man. I didn't experience any more racism than I did in my own country. You see there's like a bitter look. Like there was this one time I went to this one club, it was called Hangover, and I was with these 3 girls, and I know like the girl that works the front door there because I usually tend to leave like good tips when I go places, like, but to them a good tip is $20. They're gonna remember you, like, why'd you just give me this? Because it's courtesy. You grease, we call it greasing the security, greasing the door person. And there was this like 6-year-old security guy, and this dude, he started saying some crap, like mumbling under his breath, some crap, and the girls were just staring at him like, what the fuck you just said? I don't care. I'm used to it. When you travel alone, you're going to get some experiences like that. You're never a threat of danger, but mumbling under his breath. And he said something like, oh, like you came here for school or something like that, and you couldn't afford to leave or something, just miserable. And I said, you know what? I'm not even going to hate on this guy. Like, He's 6 years old, probably gonna make $10 tonight, working, this door for 6 hours, and I'm with 3 beautiful women that he can never touch. Like, of course he's gonna hate. It's a good sign, you know what I mean?
Did you ever fear for your life in Ukraine?
Never, never.
Any
It's,
racism?
it's like you see little bitter looks, man. Like, it's little bitter looks. Like, you can see it in the eyes, but it's never a threat of danger. Like, you gotta understand, man. Like, there's people that have guns in these countries, but it's not as prevalent as the West, man. Like, I'm from the United States. Like, there's not, like, if you're smart, you're not going to run into danger. Stay away from crowds, stay away from anything that looks like it's going down, stay away from it. I never really even saw, I maybe saw one fight in a bar, 2 drunk guys, but like, no, not at all. Like, I would say the West is by far more dangerous. And if you look at it statistically, out of the 50 most violent cities in the world, 49 of them are in the West. One is in the East Cape, is in Cape Town. The rest of them is like Brazil, Colombia, Venezuela, Panama, US, things like that. So it's a misconception, I think, that these are violent people. I think they just all mind their business.
So, brother, you were eating so well with the woman every day in Ukraine. It was that easy as a Black American, man.
It was
that easy.
It's just the rarity that you are. It's the rarity. Like, it's not even about, like, on top of that, I don't consider myself like a bad looking guy, and I'm pretty successful. So on top of that, but just the fact that you're something that they see every day, but they can't touch, and you're physically there. Like, you have to understand, being a Western Black American, the world has exposure to what they believe to be our culture. We are a very popular group of people to not ever be seen in real life. Rap, everybody listens to rap and hip hop music, regardless if you like it or not, and like how they portray us. There's still infatuation that occurs with that. Do athletes, like, they just see it every single day, and of course some of them are going to be like, wow, I really like this type of person. And when you go over there, like, wow, a real one here. Like, you need to understand, in Ukraine, we don't go there generally. Like, some of us do, but it's a rarity, man. Like, we're rare, but we're popular. You know what I mean?
Damn. This is some crazy intel here.
Yeah. IP, can I cut in for a second?
Yeah, go on, J Bones.
Yeah. Shout out to the brother that's talking right now, man. He's spitting some true game. The problem, IP, man, this is, I really hate this whole thing, because Ukraine has always been a spot for us as Black men. I mean, I've never been there before, but I've heard some. My cousin, who was in the military, he used to go there a lot. He said over there, man, like, IP, you can have a girl who's not. I mean, from a scale from 1 to 10, he's talking about a girl who's like 23. Yeah, he said the girls over there, they look majestic. That's the difference between, like, when you come here, IP, like in America, you go to Cali, because technically Cali is registered as, where you can find the abundance of beautiful women, because in Cali you can get everything. You can get the best whites, the best Hispanics, the best Asians, all in one spot. New York is cool, but unfortunately it's like sometimes you get a little bit of stuck up behavior, but Cali, they're much more friendly. Now, here's the funny part about it. This is horrible, IP, because the way, this war and Putin just turned the country upside down. Exactly. We got to cancel this off the list for another 10 years. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap, man. This is completely horrible, IP.
Bro, I talk to a girl every day from there, and literally, dude, she's living in a bunker underground, getting bombs every 5 seconds. When she first went down there, she would shake and be scared whenever a bomb would go off. Now her brain has acclimated to it so much, she just says fuck bomb. That's it. Like, it's a wrap. I feel guilty even talking about it, kind of, because it's like, I don't want to get all y'all excited, because it's a wrap. And so, like, Ukraine is done for a while, bro. Like, regardless of the outcome, it's done. And it's sad. Like, it's kind of a selfish reason to dislike Putin. And I don't want to go too far into this, but he took one of my favorite places in the world, bar none. Like, what you said, bro, majestic. Like, it is insane. It is insane. The beauty there is insane, matched by none. The one thing I'll say is, if you're into more curvy type girls, which I like curvy girls too, like, the girls there are more thin, like model type. They all dress nice. They all take care of themselves, regardless of how rich or poor they are. That's what they do. It is very, 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 there's gender roles. women cook and clean and serve their man, and the man does the earning and protects the house and provides security. Like, if you like that old school mentality, that's a place for you. Like, it's pretty crazy. I got some stories, man. Really, really some crazy
King,
shit. Oh,
King,
crazy stuff. I'm sorry.
man is swearing, brother. King Smalls, here's my IG. Please send me a message as soon as possible.
Sure.
I will speak to you literally tomorrow on Saturday. We're gonna have a very long conversation, brother, about your trip there. Write it down, brother. Send me a message. Let me know that hey, IP is King Smalls.
Gotcha.
So, brother, can you say that an average Black American man, right, who's getting no play in America, can he go to Ukraine and get a beautiful dime woman?
I will no. See, that's the thing that I don't want to sell to people.
Okay.
You have to, like, you can't be nothing and just go travel the world and expect it to fall in your lap. Like, you have to bring, like, the thing about it'd be different maybe 15, 20 years ago, but the thing about social media is that it gave everybody access to everybody. So if a girl's beautiful, a dude's gonna find her, and a dude with a little bit of something, like, below, if you're stable, if you have a decent amount you don't need to be a baller, you don't need to be freaking Idris Elba, you don't need to be any of that, like, but you can't be some bum dude that never gets any girls at all. Like, they're just not going to fall into your lap. Like, the thing about it there is that it's going to be very rare for women to approach you because of gender roles. They'll stare at you, like, they'll wait for you to come, like, hey, come on. Sometimes, like, you'll get approached, but the way it operates there is they'll stare at you and let you know, like, the invitation is in the stares, is in the looks, but you have to be, if you don't like approaching girls without having talked to them first, you're not going to have much success there. But the thing is, when you go talk to them, the women there are inviting. Like, it's not like talking to girls in the West where it's like, look you up and down, roll their eyes and make you feel like a fool. No, over there, they're very, very inviting. They will talk to you, they'll smile. Like, it's just the way they are over there. And so, just if you're not a bum, if you have your life together in some degree, you'll be okay.
So let me
You'll
ask
be
you a
okay.
question. So you
hmm
need game in Ukraine?
No, you don't need game. You just need to have your stuff together. Like, you don't need to swindle girls like, a lot of people do in the West. You don't need to, like, be some sort of pimp or player. You just need to be yourself, have a little bit of bravery, have a little bit of money, dress pretty decent, smell good. Just look like you have your life together a little bit. You don't have to be like the perfect man, but if you have your life together, there's so many women there, you'll find something amazing. Just have stability in yourself, financially. It doesn't have to be extra. It's so cheap over there. Like, you don't need much. Just have
So,
it together. Don't be a mess.
so I'm guessing
Basically,
you got to pay for her drinks and her food whenever you go
yeah.
out.
I
Okay.
mean, it matters the girl, but you gotta understand, dude. Like, you can go to their best restaurant, and their very best restaurant called 11 Mirrors, and you're gonna spend $50, $60, maybe 100 on something that would cost 600 in the West. If you go out for a night, you're gonna. I mean, dude, I think like a beer there costs like $2, $1. You, like, it's ridiculously. It's the poorest majority Caucasian country in the world. You got to
Okay.
think about it like that.
Okay, hold that thought, brother. Shout out to Gavin Expos for the $199 super chat. Thank you, Gavin, for supporting the channel, brothers. Please follow his lead. Again, you're getting valuable intel here. This is boots off the ground intel from King Smalls, who's providing it to you, brothers. So please show love to the channel. Fresh and Fit supporters always support Fresh and Fit. Kevin Samuels supporters always support Kevin Samuels. So please support my movement. I am providing the solutions that Fresh and Fit and Kevin Samuels show you all their problems. They show you the problems, I show you the solutions. He says here, traveling to Europe in December. Where should I go? Why December, brother? Go. I would say go in the summer. Go in the summer. Try and fit in the summer. But if you go in December, I would say Barcelona, Spain. It won't be too cold. It won't be too hot there. It'll be right in the middle there, and you'd have a great time there in December. I would say Barcelona, Spain, for you in December, Gavin. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Gavin Expose again for the $199 super chat. Thanks for all you do, IP. Great insight, J Bones. Yep, shout out. Thank you very much, Gavin Expose, again for supporting the channel. Shout out to J Bones for the great insight you provided so far, brother. Thank you very much, bro. Wonderful. Let me see. Shout out to Mr. Seattle Sideshow for the $5 super chat. He says, for the panel, compare Ukrainian women to Polish. Thanks. Okay. Let me start with you, King.
There's no
Spence.
comparison.
I don't know Polish girls.
Okay. J Bones.
Nah, there's no comparison. There's no comparison. They're even with everybody's different IP, but with me, I go for intellectuals. I like smart girls. That was the one thing that it caught me with, when we were in college, it caught me with my girl. I like smart women. Ukrainian women are incredibly intelligent, very, very intelligent. And it's like the balance with them and being beautiful, like it's different. And it's the attitude. IP is like, I'll tell you one thing about the Polish women tend to be a little bit cold, slightly cold. They tend to be a little slightly cold, like they are fun. Like when we went to Warsaw when I was in college, and we were at the club, and we went to the club, and they love, because they see us kind of through a very stereotypical type of mindset. So we went to the club, and this was way back in the day, and they dropped if you remember this song, the Drake song, Up All Night.
Yes.
Yeah, Up All Night. Yeah, with Nicki Minaj, yeah. And so we hit the dance floor, and they switched the song to Teach Me How to Dougie. So we kind of we giving them that we give them that American flow, and they love that. Women, that's one thing too. I be trying to tell some of the brothers, women are attracted to men that know how to dance. If you know how to boogie, you gonna catch you some girls. Any country you go to, if you know how to dance, you're gonna attract women. Women love the identity of dancing. They love that because they relate dancing to sex. So if you know how to boogie, you definitely gonna get you some chicks. But yeah, definitely, I don't even think it's a comparison. I would say I don't like to basically piss on Polish women. I think a lot of them are beautiful. I've had more contact with Polish women than Ukrainians, but I'll tell you one thing: the Ukrainians are deadly beautiful. It's like, even they got something with their eyes. I don't know what it is, but like I've seen some of them here in because we have a Ukrainian population in New York. You got to see them. They look different. They look different. Like they look.
J Bones, do you see them with brothers, Ukrainian women in New York?
I do. Here's something crazy. I'm gonna tell you something very strange. I was talking to a girl one time when I was working at British Airways. She was one of the she's like one of the Ukrainian assistants there. She told me something strange. She said that I was asking her if just flirting with her, and I was like, yo, do you guys like black men? And she told me something very interesting. She said they do like black men, but what happens is that I'm gonna switch it to the IP style. The problem is, are they checking for brothers? It's backwards. She said that black men, we generally don't check for them. She told me, she told me is that because we don't check for them. And that's the problem that we've started to notice, IP. A lot of times we're asking, do they check for brothers? But we don't check for them. We don't check for them. Yeah. Because one thing that a lot of people don't know, checking for black men is really hard for other cultures because they tend not to know anything about us. They don't know how to approach black men. They don't know how to talk to us. They usually sometimes are intimidated because of, negative stereotypes. So most of the time, what a lot of brothers have noticed, that it's not that are they checking for brothers. She told me one of the things about it is that we generally just don't check for them. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to think about it that way.
Yeah, good point there, J Bones. Thank you very much, Sato Sideshow for your super chat. That's a very good point there, J Bones. I've heard that statement before. A lot of women from different cultures do like brothers, but brothers don't give them play. Case in point, some Asian women. I remember in the stream last year, a brother was saying that some Asian women check for brothers, but Asian women they feel like brothers don't check for them, and that's why they choose a lot of white guys over brothers. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
J Bone said something interesting though. He said something about Polish women being cold. I agree with him. Like, I don't know if it's something about Slavic women in general, but I did notice they can be kind of cold. It's crazy how he knows that.
when you
Yeah,
say
yeah. I've
when
been
you say
around.
when you
I've
say
been
cold,
around it
wait,
before, IP. Yeah.
describe to
I'm
me
sorry.
what you mean by
I'm sorry,
cold.
IP. Go ahead.
But when you say
Like
by cold,
I've seen
go on.
some like passive aggressiveness. Girls not
Yep.
wanting, like, it could be something wrong, and they just won't tell you what's going on,
They
and you
Oh,
play.
have
just like the Western woman, just like a
Yeah, they
Western woman.
play. They play these weird games. Like they play this. Let me show you something about Polish women. It's like they'll just sit there in silence. Like they'll just kind of sit there in silence. Like they won't tell you what's going
Oh
on, and
no.
it's like, yeah, they play these weird games, and it's like it's different because when you look at Ukrainian women, they're incredibly enthusiastic. Ukrainian women are enthusiastic. They're not playing them sort of, if they like you, they like you. They're gonna let you know. They're gonna let you know right ahead of time. I've seen that with they tend to have much more of a personality. They tend to have much more of a personality. It's like I'm gonna tell you something strange about them, IP. Ukrainian women, I'm gonna give you a crazy comparison. Ukrainian women are like Ghanaian women, and Russian women are like Nigerian women.
Huh?
Oh God,
Yes,
What?
that's so
yes,
good.
yeah. Strange, strange. Because here's the thing about Russians too. They can be either this way or that way. But when you
Mm.
look at Ukraine, yeah, a lot of the Ukrainian women, they good to go. They good to go. So it's as the old American sayings say, coming to a neighborhood near you. So you brothers are gonna start seeing a flood of them. I've like Calisthenics was saying, a lot of the Russian women and a lot of Ukrainian women, they're coming in through California and Texas. And I know some of them just landed here in Sussex County because they parked them not too far away from the Afghan refugees. A lot of the Afghan refugees that came here, I think Biden gave them a $30 million budget, and they live in Camden, New Jersey. So yeah, coming to a neighborhood near you, you boys are gonna start seeing a lot of Ukrainian women.
And I do feel
They're
like
gone.
sorry, Tommy.
Right.
Let me make this point one, Thomas. I'll let you speak after. I feel like in the American brothers have a good advantage here because let me tell you what I'm seeing here in the dating scene in the West, right? And let's start with white men. A lot of white men are dating Asian women, particularly the East Asian women, in masses. I'm seeing it over here in the UK, right? For some reason, they don't want to deal with white women anymore, so they're going for Asian women. Okay, so that's white men going for Asian women. Then you got the South Asian Indian dudes. They normally stick to their own people, Indian girls, or they might like the East Asian girls, but the East Asian girls ain't checking for no Indian dude. I see it myself every day. Okay, then you have Hispanic men. They go for their own people first, and they like going for white girls. From what I see in America, if I'm wrong, correct me. So that means that it'll be the competition to date these Ukrainian and Russian chicks going to be very low for black men, right? So black men, there's actually a play here for black American men to date these chicks in America. Is that a fair statement? King Smalls and J Bones and Pat Do It, brothers in America?
I would agree. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, they're gonna be highly sought after. You got to be early in the game though. Like, I don't know about you guys, but in my city, I'm from DC, so we get a high influx on a regular basis of girls from other countries, and they have these things called all pair parties. Do you guys know what all pairs are?
Yeah, I know what au pair is. I know what an au pair is,
Yeah,
but
so
parties? Speak on that, bro.
they throw up pair and lifeguard parties because a lot of them come over here in the summer as lifeguards, and a lot of them are here for like a year or two working as all pairs. So they throw like European parties so that people can meet other Europeans in the area. And dudes, like once dudes get hip at that, they kind of target those parties because they know there's a certain level of being naive that these girls possess. Like, see, the thing about it is like Western culture is very, I don't want to say grimy is not the word, but very slick. Like Western men are very slick tongued, and people that tend to be from Eastern Europe are a lot more honest and deliberate, and like they say how they feel how they say, and they're not trying to, like, what their intentions are immediately. Where Western
Mm.
culture, we're very kind of like shady, and people can be manipulative. So it's not that hard when they come to the city to sleep with a European girl if you're that type of person. If you're just that player type, you know what I mean? And you just tell a girl what she wants to hear, they'll believe you because that's what they
Wonderful.
want to hear, you know?
And I think I may have a stream about this just so brothers can prepare to get these women. I know this might sound a bit IP, what are you doing? But I feel like this is a play for brothers. Don't feel bad about this. Other men are on this time too. A lot of black men are too kind. You know, they're too passive. They always want to take the moral high ground. You know, it's not right. You know, go out there and enjoy your life, brothers. So I may have a stream where we'll discuss how to actually date these Eastern European women coming to America, what to say, how to game them, what words to use, blah blah blah, and feast, brothers. Go out there and feast. You know, so look out for that very soon. Go on, Thomas.
Oh, let me see. Yeah, I wanted to ask J Bones this question. So, J Bones, in your opinion, which women are better, Ukrainian women or Czech women?
Oh, definitely Ukrainian women. Definitely Ukrainian women. I personally, there's nothing wrong with Czech women. They're very friendly, but I think everybody's different, Thomas. But the reason why I do prefer Ukrainian women over Czech women is because, like I said, I enjoy the intelligence, and there's one thing about Ukrainian. There's also one thing about Ukrainian women, due to their brush up and their slight interaction with Russian women sometimes, because they're right there next to the border, so you might pick up a hint of their behavior. You kind of low key as men, especially with us as black men, you always want to have a woman that can kind of stand on her own 2 feet sometimes. And the Ukrainian women, they do that. Yeah, they're able to. They're consciously smart. They're not. I don't want to sound crazy, but they have the advantage of also being able to protect us. They know. They understand. In America, we call it a game. They know game. They understand the game of life. I've seen that with them, because when they get here, I've heard some stories over there in Texas. They hit the ground running. A lot of them.
Absolutely.
I think Theo was talking about this. Theo was talking about when he was down there in Texas about the Ukrainian women. I've heard a lot of them just basically building businesses in like 5 seconds.
There's
Like
3 Ukrainian girls I know. My bad. Finish. My bad, bro.
No. Go ahead, King Smalls.
I know three Ukrainian girls pretty well from my area. They came here probably in their late teens, early 20s. One is a successful real estate agent. One is married to the head coach of the world champion Los Angeles Rams. Google her. She's from Fairfax, Virginia. That's where I'm from, DC metropolitan area. The Los Angeles Rams head coach, his wife. And then another one is, she's a cocktail waitress in a nightclub, but she be fucking tricking. She be tricking dudes. She be doing like probably 3 bands, 4 bands in a night. Like,
in a night,
they're so smart because they know how to leverage their beauty, man. And once they understand and see how the system works, because like you said, they are very intelligent women, and they're very blunt. And it's like, I'm just really upset with Putin right now. And
it's a what's his name. Here's the thing about it, King. At the end of the day, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, IP. It's very disappointing to see that, you know, he just basically went there and just ruined that situation for us as black men. But you know, we're gonna have to figure it out. But trust me when I tell you, Thomas, I would say 100%. We have too many problems as black men already. That's why I just usually don't recommend Russian women. They are, you know, the Russian women, definitely they are dope, no doubt. But you want a woman who's going to be basically uplifting you. And I've heard those Ukrainian women, they get busy. Yeah, so they get real busy. They are overly. I've heard they are overly loving. Actually, they're overly.
It's too
loving.
Much sometimes. It's too much sometimes. It's like it's too much to the like. They are. So go ahead.
So hold on, brothers. Sorry, Thomas. Sorry, real quick, Thomas. Sorry, hold on, bro. Swave Prince, I see you, brother. Do you want to turn your camera off or leave it on? It's up to you, bro. Mr. Kane, can you turn your camera on real quick, just so I know you're not a troll? That you can turn it off afterwards. I just want to get these brothers in just so they don't disappear. Mr. Kane, confirmed. Thank you, brother. Turn your camera off. Thank you. Carry on, Thomas.
So, J Bones, you know, like, how are Ukrainian women's feeling or opinions towards, you know, like the black culture in the US, based on your experience?
Here's the thing. Shout out to the brother King on the panel too. He said something very interesting. We do have to basically understand one thing. I talked about this before, Thomas, and I'm not gonna change my stance on it. Our stock is very high. A lot of black men were doing incredibly well. That's why I do not want any of us going to the bottom of the barrel. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I know you boys are traveling around and you guys are going to these certain places and you're having fun and you're stretching your wings out. But the truth about it, Thomas, is that our stock is high. So once our stock is high, we have to go for the best. I've seen it before, Thomas. I've purposely done it myself. I only allow the black men around me, the ones I went to college with, the ones that I went to high school with. I only I only introduce them to girls that I know that are already financially established.
Mhm.
We're not dating any broke girls anymore. That's not happening.
That's
I
solid.
No,
there's
that's true.
I'm
That's
not
true, bro. That's good.
yeah, I'm not. That's why I do not. I tell you, brothers, all the time. I've been saying this from day one. When you hit the ground, what is it? The art museums. You're going to the libraries. If you're, a lot of the younger brothers who are, in school or the universities. You're going to universities. You're going to the art museums. You're going to these places where you know damn well that you're going to be running into women who are already making six figures. You understand what I'm saying? We're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that broke dating women below our average. Our stock is too high. That's why the brother King said when he was in Ukraine, King Smalls on the panel, he just said when he was in Ukraine, what happened? He goes in there and Monday it's this girl, Tuesday it's that girl, Wednesday. Our stock is very high right now, Thomas.
Don't fall into that trap of chasing a girl just because of her beauty. Like,
True.
girls can feel that when they can feel the value you have in yourself. And I know a lot of guys think it might scare away women to have this aura of arrogance and dismissiveness to girls, but you have to. I'm a prize too. Like, you're not just a prize. All you have is beauty.
That's
Like, there's
real.
1,000 yous. There's 1,000 yous. Like what Kanye
Yeah.
said, there's 1,000 yous. There's only one of me. Like, there's 1,000 yous. Like, I'm in Ukraine right now. You know what I mean? Like, how many other dudes are there? Maybe five in this whole entire city with 3 million people. You know what I mean? Like, you have to make sure you hold yourself and don't chase. Like, you will be so surprised, man. Everything in this world, the value raises with scarcity. It doesn't matter what it is. The less there is of it, attention, people, NFTs, cryptocurrency, anything, scarcity. The harder it is to get access to it, the more valuable it gets. And you have to remember that it will always work. Don't make yourself too available. Don't go chasing after every girl. Make sure you're only seen in certain places with a certain caliber of people around you, and it all works in your favor.
That's
You got to
real.
remember that.
That's real deal.
So,
That's what's up. All right, thanks for that, brothers. Hold on, Swave Prince and Mr. Kane. I'll get you guys in very soon. Shout out to Deshaun. Someone's alarm is beeping. Let me put you on mute there, Swave Prince. Shout out to Deshaun Wilson for the $5 super chat. What are the odds that they come to Miami or the Ukrainian chicks? Anyone from America know any intel about them going to Miami?
I don't know about the Ukrainians going to Miami, but definitely the Russians are already they already expected to go. I believe there's a what's his name? From what I've heard, looking through some of the emails at work, there's a what's his name? There's what's that thing called? There's an evacuation measure which will take them from where they want to go or basically the options that they have. Usually what happens is that you'll pick where you want to go, and most likely a lot of the Russians, they will go straight to Miami because the Ukrainians, I can't tell, but I know Russians will go to Miami because Russians have a very strong hold in Miami. If you guys remember, most of you guys, when we were growing up, if you remember the movie Bad Boys 2, that's actually a real thing. Like the Russians own an abundance of Miami too. And the reason why a lot of Russians are in Miami goes back to IP's live stream that he did a while back. Remember that the brother came here, he was talking about Cuba, and he said that in Cuba you'll find a lot of Russian women there. So there's a relationship between the Cubans and the Russians. So when they leave Cuba, both Russians and Cuban women come straight into Miami. So yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of those Russian women over there in Miami too.
Thank you, Jay Bones. Appreciate that intel there. Thank you very much for the super chat, Deshaun Wilson. Shout out to Calisthenic Arts for supporting the channel again. Thank you, brother, for the $4.99 super chat. That's the same with Russians woman Jay Bones. They hit the ground running. Yeah, in terms of being smart, in terms of getting things done. That's much respect to Russian women and Ukrainian women. Thank you very much, Calisthenic Arts. Brothers, yeah, again, feel free to send in more cash apps and super chats. Please support me, show some love. This is showing you, this is boots off the ground intel where you will not get this intel from anywhere else. Shout out to the Seattle Sideshow for the $2 super chat. Can Jay drop some more game on Italy? We're skeptical. Okay, before we do that, let me bring in Swave Prince. I'll come out to your super chat later on Seattle Side Show. Swave Prince, how you doing, brother?
Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing very good, brother. Where you from, brother? In America?
I'm from Jacksonville, Florida.
Fantastic, brother. Fantastic.
Yeah, man. First, I
you-
want to give my I'm gonna give my flowers to the IP, man. You the GOAT, bro. You the GOAT. Jay, you the GOAT, man. Like I've listened to y'all for so long, bro. Like that's listening to y'all content, that's listening to the things y'all say. I used to work like every day, all day, just constantly listening to everything you guys have to say, watching stream after stream after stream, just on play, man. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all boys work hard, and I appreciate y'all work, man.
Thank you very much, Swave Prince. Much appreciated for the support. Shout out to Jay Bones and shout out to every other brother who contributes to the channel.
Yeah, salute to y'all, brothers.
And it's much appreciated. Thank you very much, brother. So, brother, you said you were dating a Russian chick or something?
Yeah, I'm actually talking to a Russian chick now. And the situation with the Russian chick that I'm talking to, the way I had met her is she came over here to the States, over here to Jacksonville. I don't know why females like to come to Jacksonville, but I guess it's a part of Florida, so they think all Florida is the same. That's what a lot of females think
No.
until they get here, and then it's like, why am I here? You know. But actually, it was this chick I was talking to from Brazil also, but that's another story. Well, the chick that I was talking to from Russia, well, me and her are still talking now, but we was talking on Facebook, and that was the last conversation we had because she had went back to Russia because she got her family, her mother and her aunt and everybody over there. So she was basically kind of worried about them. So she went back, and then we was sitting texting on Facebook, and she was basically telling me things like she was scared, like she was like blatantly scared to talk about certain things just because of what's going on in Russia, and everything is being monitored right now, like everything. So it's like she told me to hit up this little weird app that she uses. It's kind of like WhatsApp, but it's different than that. It's called let me see. I can go through my phone and look at it.
Telegram.
Yeah,
Oh,
Telegram. Yeah, it's Telegram. And we're talking and stuff on Telegram. You know, she able to tell me a few things, but she's still like kind of skeptical because she don't know what Russia is looking at. She was telling me like she got family in the Ukraine because you know how Russia and the Ukraine like that they're basically family, but they're divided. It's weird, you know. That's basically the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
basically how she was telling me. You know what I'm saying? She was telling me it's basically like that. But when I say man, gorgeous, oh my God, bro, like, bro, I got stamps, bro. You understand what I'm saying? But bro, when I say she's bad, man, she's bad, bad. But it's like, bro, what's going on over there is crazy. Russians, they're not into this, bro. They're not going for this crap at all. Like her, it's this other little chick that I'm chatting with. I mean, me and her is not as cool, but I actually met the other chick through her. You know, but I mean, me and her just cool. You know, obviously, we ain't do nothing like that because that's a girl or whatever. But you know, I mean, that's the Russians. They down for that too, you know. But yeah, man, there's just a whole little situation over there that's going on in Russia where they're against what I'm just gonna say the little short fat head dude is doing, and they can't, you know, they can't really do
Anything.
yeah, they can't really do anything as far as like reaching out to people or especially like you know like Russia and Ukraine everywhere is heavily connected to our country, to the United States, to the UK, to Canada, because we're free countries, you know, so everyone is heavily related to it. So they see us, they bite our styles, they like what we doing, this, that, and the third, and then they have these type of issues, and then we have all these problems arise. So you know, it's like I was telling her, like, I mean, I don't know what to really say or tell you because I don't know what I can say and what I can't say to her, you know, without putting her in this weird type of situation, you know. But I don't know, man. I just hope this crap ends sooner or later. You know, not to talk about the war or nothing like that, you know, especially on your
No.
channel, bro. You know, but yeah, man, it's just crazy. You know, like I'm telling you, bro, like she had me worried, like, damn, should I try to get over here? Or, you know, like, nah, I can't do that. I ain't trying to do that. You know, she cute enough. She ain't that damn cute.
So, brother, so you're saying that in your experience, right? You feel like Russian women love brothers.
Yeah, bro, they do, bro. Like I'm telling you, like I'm talking about, bro. When I met her, bro, like okay, like in America, bro, when you meet a white woman, it's more of like okay, because I have two white chicks, you know what I'm saying, that I currently have kids by, you know, but it's like it's weird, it's different when you you know, it's weird and it's different when
Hey,
you relate it.
brother, so I see you're on that snow bunny time, yeah?
I love them
Yeah.
all, bro. I love them all, bro. I love them all, man.
Hey, man.
Bro, no matter, bro, as long as they bad, bro, like, oh my goodness,
Yes,
you
exactly. I don't care.
know,
Fine
you
is
know,
fine.
yeah, man. But it's like, with her, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we ain't got no kids or nothing like that. But it's like the way she treat brothers versus how white women here in the States treat brothers. Like, it's so different because, like, you can meet a white girl every now and then. Like, I met this one rich chick that I was talking to here. I'm not gonna call about her name, but she owns the biggest tanning salon here in Jacksonville. So if you guys happen to want to look her up, you know, but she owns the biggest tanning salon here in Jacksonville, and I was dealing with her for a while. And like the type of circles that she deals with is more of like wanting to be flashy and all this crap. Instead of like this chick, like she was calm, collective. She had good mannerisms about herself. Like she was on her business tip, but she understood her place as a woman. You know, understand what I'm saying? And that shit was so I'm sorry for cussing, bro, but that stuff was so sexy, bro. Like it's just the way they carry themselves, man. Like when I say love, bro, we get love, bro. Like,
Yeah,
oh
I
my
got a
goodness.
question for you, man.
What's up,
This
bro?
is shot in the dark, but how old are you? Let me ask
I'm
that first.
32.
32. Like, did you do you go to like bars or nightclubs or anything
Yeah, all the
out there?
time, bro.
Do
All the
Do you know
time.
a girl named Ashley Stevenson?
No, I don't know who she is. How
She
does she?
from She used to
No,
work at. I'm trying to think, man. There used to be this club that was really big down there, but they closed down maybe like
Jack's
four,
big,
three,
bro.
3 years ago. She left for Orlando. I was just wondering.
Right. Yeah, shout out to BMT. You know, I got some I got a couple things in BMT I done posted with a couple chicks that I was talking to. It's just one little chick that's a whole nother conversation, bro. I ain't gonna jump on that when we in this conversation on the channel. My bad, bro. But yeah, man, the chick, man, she's real deal, bro. When I say like she was calling people like while we was hanging out, like that's how in tune she had got with me. She was calling friends, like showing her friends that she was with what she felt was a cute black guy. You feel what I'm saying? Like it was crazy, dog. Like it's like you want to feel special, but you're like, nah, this chick, she got some other type of things going on. But then you realize that's just really how they are. You know, just like the Brazilian chick, you know what I'm saying? Like Brazilian chick, low key, I got her pregnant, all that crazy stuff, and she lost a baby, etc. But she was black, like bro, she was completely a black woman, but it's like when you relate it to here, this country and what this country is about, man, like she's tenfold different. Like she was 22, bro, 22 years old. And she came here as an au pair. Swear to God, bro. God take us for that too, man.
Yeah, and I think we're also gonna have a stream about au pairs. I think au pairs is another avenue that brothers should be targeting as well.
Bro,
Get these au pair women.
it was on accident.
Free. It's
Okay.
free. Like all pairs are free, man. That
Real
is easy.
deal.
Like that's a free.
See, because they
Like
come here because they want the experience, bro. Like,
exactly.
yeah, they want it because she was an au pair for this African family. She's still an au pair for this African family here in Jacksonville. And she basically, you know, she basically gets paid like $200 something a week, something simple. But the real thing that she gains is being able to get the American experience. You understand what I'm saying? And so by getting the American experience, she's able to see how black men treat her here versus, you know, when you go somewhere like Brazil, you know, like they treat us good, but a lot of the guys, a lot of the girls and guys, you see the guys going for the more of the lighter tone, lighter complected women rather than the darker women. Like in a lot of sectors, you know, when it comes to Brazil, like you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, you done been in Brazil, you know what I'm saying, you done probably been around somewhere, and you see like most people that you see, most of the men are not with chocolate women, they are with the lighter complected women.
But the same thing could be about Brazil. I noticed that the white girls were chasing me more than the black girls. I was barely getting play from the black girls, but the white girls were dying to see me. It was just
Real
like
deal.
they just love black guys in Brazil. The white
Yeah.
women there.
See, they love us. They love us. I
Where were
think.
you? But
Oh, my
sorry.
bad.
Where were you in Brazil, Pat? Do it?
When?
Yeah, where? What
Oh,
city?
I was in Sao Paulo and I was in Rio.
You're telling me in Sao Paulo, the white Brazilian chicks were chasing you down
Way more than the black Brazilian chicks.
in Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
That's where the rich girls are in Sao Paulo as well.
Real deal.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
want to go back. I didn't get to stay that long, only 3 weeks.
But see what I notice about the black Brazilian chicks though, bro, is like they're really like shyish because they don't think they really want it like that. So it's like what they do is like a lot of them that I came across, I noticed it's like they don't think they're as pretty. So they think by getting the weaves and stuff like that. Like chick I was talking to, I told her she had to take that crap out. Like I couldn't do it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like the you got an afro, show me that pretty afro. Make it look nice, make it look pretty for me, you know, but you can't wear all that crap. You know?
Hey, you're a joker, fam. Hey, Sway Prince, can you reach out to me on IG as soon as possible? Let's have a one conversation, man. You're a joker, fam.
Real deal, man. I got you.
International, do you have a Discord channel?
A Discord? I have a Discord.
Yes, I do have a Discord.
Yeah, you should get that jumping. That's like, yeah, like you don't even shout it out. I don't hear it that much, dude. That's a great way to interact with people, like on a daily basis. All of us interact with each other, man. Discord is the wave right now.
Yeah, I'll speak to you about the Discord when we speak on Saturday, King Smalls.
Okay, sure.
Hold on, brothers. So I see Mr. Kane. Mr. Kane, hold on a bit, Mr. Kane. Thomas, do you have a question for any members of the panel? Because I think I cut you off there, Thomas. If you're still there, you're not sleeping. 007.
No. I'm good. You can cut me off, bro.
You sure?
It's been a great live stream.
Okay, thank you, Thomas. Stay on the line, bro. Mr. Kane, are you there, brother?
Yes, I'm still here.
What's up, Mr. Kane? How you doing? How you keeping, brother? You okay?
I'm all good, bro. I'm all good, IP. Everything's all right.
Awesome, bro. Are you new to the channel, Mr. Kane?
No. I've been watching for a good amount of time. I think I called in, on the last live stream, the live stream before that, the one where we were just talking about anything.
Okay, fantastic, bro. Mr. Kane, do you have any questions regarding the stream at all for the guest, or what's on your mind?
I was wondering what is au pair? That was one thing that I was a little bit.
I can explain it to you, bro. Au pair is basically an exchange student, but they're typically like older. A man can also be an au pair, but like me, obviously we all men, we ain't worried about the guys. It's more about like, say for example, if you come to you want to go to another country, right? What you would do is you would basically get the paperwork, get everything situated, make sure you ain't got no criminal record in your country where you're from, and you will basically kind of be like an exchange student. And in exchange for being an exchange student, you got to like take care of another family's kids in a certain country that you want to go to. So that family, they ain't got to pay a regular daycare what they would pay for that country standards. Like here in America, it like daycare is freaking expensive. And so in exchange, she's able to be here for like a couple $100 a week, and she's happy with that because that's also in her contract. But it's a lot of things that could void that contract, like her getting pregnant. Like that was a big issue, bro. You know, like her getting pregnant, just a whole
legal
lot of
troubles, DUIs.
It's
essentially a job visa, and they get to stay here for more than 6 months. You can stay a year. They can extend it for up to a year.
Yeah. And they can also do certain other things.
Oh, my bad. My Siri just went off.
Oh, yeah. But like one thing that before she was an au pair, it was another woman that was an au pair for the same family, but she ended up getting married and moved, and they did it all behind the people back. And she ended up getting basically all of her registrations and everything so she could be here longer so they can be together. But now that chick, she's married and she's been here for years. you know, but she basically used that situation because she got pregnant and she wanted to stay, but she knew she could not tell her au pair family. You know what I'm saying? Well, they call them alt families, au pair families. You know, that what they call them.
Host family.
Okay. Would you say that au pair women could be scammers?
Yeah, but it's cool though, man. It's really cool how they do it, you know. But like me and her situation was real shaky because I haven't even met them or anything. Then she got pregnant, and you know. Then I was going through a little something because I was with this other chick.
They can't be scammers, I think.
Yeah,
man. They go through everything.
They can get. They can marry a guy. They can pretend just so they can get a visa and stay there permanently. Is that possible?
Oh, of course. I mean, that's possible with any immigrant girl. Like, if that's their goal, they're gonna get it. If they're a beautiful girl, they're gonna get it. But 9 times out of 10, from my experience, these girls just want to get the American experience, and they really don't be having time for. I mean, they do have time for relationship, but you got to understand they're living nannies essentially. Like, they're with these kids from the morning till the night, helping cook food, helping change diapers, helping bathe the kids. Like, they're living nannies. They're getting paid what, 200, 300 a month? You would say, Jay? Like,
tanked on me.
Or sorry, a week. And most of them, like, people that want to get, like, girls that are that are just trying to scam and marry men wouldn't be willing to work and go through all that hardship just to meet a man. Like, they're not getting paid very much. They're dealing with some kids, usually pretentious kids, because most of the time it's rich families, from my experience, that get off.
And that be the case, and that really be
Yeah.
the case. Like that, and that's real. I think I heard it on IP stream one time where it was a guy. I'm sorry, that was my background. It was a motorcycle. But one thing that you guys was talking about one time was most of the women that you meet, they don't want to come here, bro. Like, she's here, bro, and she's 23 now, but she don't want to stay here. She just locked in the contract, you know. But she's ready to go. She's ready to leave.
Okay, thank you, brothers.
Yeah.
I've got a question from the Seattle Sideshow. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat, Seattle Sideshow. Thank you, bro. Can Jay drop some more game on Italy? We're skeptical. You still there, Jay Bones?
Yeah, I'm here.
So brother doesn't believe you about, maybe he does, but he's skeptical about Italian women checking for brothers. I think you're speaking more on American Italian women. Do you have any on the ground boots intel on women in Italy and how they treat brothers?
Well, we can go on both sides. I believe King still on the panel?
I've been there. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
here. I've been to Italy.
yeah, King's been to Italy, so he can give you the boots on the ground in Italy. But one of the things here in America is, if I remember quite well, I think Seattle Sideshow lives in Seattle. And from my history with being here on your panel, he's more on the Asian side. I know he talks a lot about Asian chicks a lot, but if you live, with it depends. That's the thing with America, IP. It's based on location. It's based on nationality and location. So
Absolutely.
somebody calls out and be like, all right, where's the best Latinas? I'm gonna tell you to go straight to Texas. I'm gonna tell you to go straight to Texas or go to San Diego, California. You understand what I'm saying? Do we have some Latinas in New York and Jersey? Yeah, but they're not that good. You understand what I'm saying? So it's based on location. The Italian thing, I grew up in New York. Everybody's mixed up. Puerto Ricans date Italians, Italians date blacks, blacks date Dominicans, pigeons date big birds date donkeys, so yeah, we're all kind of, it depends on where you live at, because people, most of the time, IP only I guess Cali and New York is pretty much the only place where there's an abundance of diversity. I mean, you can't really, if you go to Oregon, you're just going to see a whole bunch of Chinese people walking around. Or if you go to you go up to Seattle, you're just going to see a whole bunch of Asians and stuff like that. So it depends on where you are. I mean, it depends on where you are. Like, as far as the Italians, it's location. So if you come up to New York and places like New York or Jersey, most of the Italian chicks on the younger side, I'm talking about on the younger side, you won't really see it for the olders. But I just got back. When was that? I think it was that 2 or 3 days ago? I went up to I went up to one of the famous universities here, which is Seton Hall University, and all the Italian chicks is walking around with brothers. Like, all of them are literally dating black men. Yeah, so it's, the times have changed. It's not like back in 1960 people running around talking about the civil rights movement. So those days are over. But it's about location. I don't know where he lives at. I don't know if he still lives in Seattle, but here, when you come down here, yeah, there's an abundance of brothers with Italian girls pretty much everywhere.
Where's Seton Hall at? South Orange?
Yeah, South Orange.
Oh,
yeah.
IP.
Yeah, go on,
IP,
Thomas.
so I have a question for you, bro. So recently, I heard you mention one YouTuber. Her name's I know you're not supposed to mention
King.
YouTube. Yeah, I'm like, I just looked at her. Yeah, I'm like, I know why she, because I've kind of taken a trend that's going on right now. So attractive females joining the manosphere. So I want to know your opinion on that, bro. Do you think they're opportunists? Someone like Millie King, she's got a lot of subscribers based on how she looks. I don't trust her.
Of course you shouldn't. She's
she's
leveraging only beauty.
Hold on, bro. Of course she's an opportunist, Thomas. Spewing out the same rhetoric, not rhetoric, but the same words that men say that are right, but put a pretty face, put a female voice over it, then add simps you get a chemical reaction
That's what I
where
saw. That's what I saw.
where she blows up and become bigger than, you know, it's simps that are giving her this platform. It's simps. It's not women. Women don't watch that rubbish from her. And rubbish not from her. So I don't want to obviously go after. I'm not a person like that. But stuff that she puts out, it's the simps that are on that rubbish time. You know.
Yeah.
And that's a problem in the West. It's a simp culture where you put a pretty face over everything, and she's bound to make a lot of money. Which is why if you're a pretty woman and you don't get any play, or you actually are a bum, there's something wrong with you.
Like
There's
she's
something
40
wrong
years
with you.
old.
Even
She's
even
40.
even a 40-year-old pretty woman can make a living for herself, a good living, can become rich.
That's
40.
facts.
Yeah,
So if a 40-year-old can do that, what's stopping a 22-year-old youthful chick doing that and becoming a millionaire? You know, and if she can't do that, she's retarded. She's stupid. Sorry for my language.
yeah,
She's stupid.
yeah. Well, the thing is, bro, Millie King, I know you recently went on her channel, Jessica X, another UK sister. Yeah, yeah. What about Jessica X? Because I feel like she's good, but she's still spewing out the same rhetoric. I know you've
She's
been
cool.
on her.
Yeah,
She's cool.
she's cool. She's cool. I think
cool.
yeah, I think she's cool. Jessica X. You know, I have no issues with her. She's showing men that a lot of women are on that BS. You know, and she doesn't show her face, so
I
we
know what
don't
she
know.
looks like. I know what she looks like.
We've seen her picture, obviously,
Yeah.
but we've not seen her in live motion. I think she's cool, to be honest. But Melanie King, you know, let her do what she's doing. But there's too many. I don't blame her. I blame the simps. The simps is
Yeah,
a
she's
problem.
40 years old and she's divorced, and she thinks she
So
knows men.
based on that information, how could you follow her advice? You know,
Yeah.
this is the problem here. You know, if someone is 40 and is not wifed up, why is her advice relevant in the manosphere? But again, these simpish guys who have
Yo,
no
IP.
ambition, who are stupid, they give her a platform, and that's the issue in the West. I'm not, and it makes me angry. You know, hold on, brother. Hey, can you turn your camera on in the background just so I know you're not a troll, and I'll add you into the panel. Hey, I see you, brother. Turn it on for a very brief second, then you can turn it off afterwards. Carry on, Thomas.
Yeah, because on the live chat here, someone said, yeah, oh, why don't you trust Millie King? And I said, bro, she's an opportunist. Like, yeah, she may understand what men's going through, but she don't care about men. She's doing it just to gain clout, just to gain supporters. Yeah, she has I won't like she's an attractive woman, but you know, looks can be deceiving.
It's not her fault though. Like IP
So
was saying, it's simps, bro.
yeah, I know. There's a lot of
Thank you,
simps,
A.
bro. Just because they see, just
Thank you,
because they
A.
see an attract.
Sorry, Thomas. Hey, turn your camera off, please. I see you, brother, and I'll add you in. Carry on, Thomas.
Just because I blame these simps, man. Just because they see an attractive woman, they think, oh, she's on our side now. Like, oh, we can gain her support. We can support her now because you know she truly understands what men are going through. No, she probably rejected a lot of men in her life, and now you guys are on her side because she's attractive. Like,
You know
allow
what?
that.
I remember I tried to bring her on my channel a few months ago because I knew she was spewing out manosphere rhetoric. I did reach out to her. She didn't get back to me. I was like, let me get on my channel to debate her on what she's talking about because again, she's divorced, and I was thinking, how can you be pushing out information about that? So I told her I liked your content. I'd love to interview you on my channel. Let's break down the dating situation in the West. She didn't get back to me. But it is what it is. It's no bother to me. Let me bring in A and Pat do it. A, what's going on, A? How you doing, brother? A for A star. How you doing, bro? A, you there, brother? A. Nope. Let me put them on mute. Carry on, Thomas. I think you wanted to say a few points.
Yeah, like I just want brothers to just be aware of these females joining the manosphere because they may say that they may be spewing out this rhetoric that a lot of brothers has already said, but like be careful, don't trust them. You know, ask why they're there, like because the manosphere is black men only. Why females all of a sudden joining a black men's space? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it's obvious they have a hidden agenda, man. No, any man, any real man that allowing them on their platform, they understand what's going on. They're not gonna take into it, man. Just like
Yeah.
that crap what Nicki Minaj just did. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, it's crazy, but hey, this the West. They gotta get up out of here.
Yeah, easy. Making money here, use it for making money, and then live your life abroad.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
These women are just repulsive. That's the politically correct term I would say for these women. Repulsive. A, can you say something, A? We can't hear you, bro. Or maybe jump off the stream and jump back in, Mr. A, and then you can chime in. I'll carry on. I know it's Saturday night, Saturday morning, so no work tomorrow. We're all Gucci. Did you want to say something before King Smalls or Swave Prince?
I forgot. I totally lost track. I kind of zoned out, man. It's kind of early here, but speaking on like girls doing nothing, there's this one Ukrainian girl that she's my girlfriend. Like I got a couple, but she's one of my girlfriends. She has 630,000 followers on TikTok, and she doesn't do nothing. She just talks
Hello?
BS the whole time. You feel me? Like nothing. She don't do nothing. No talent. No nothing. She just sits there and talks, and it's simping, man. It's so, and it's I guess it's good for her because they're willing to pay all sorts of money and donations and whatnot. But it's like they ruin. I think it happens too much in the West, and a lot of guys in the West give too much to these women and make them feel that they're on the platform and elevated at a level which they're not really at. Like girls that would be 4s overseas think they're 10s just because men are so desperate, giving them too much.
Exactly,
Hello?
bro. Like I see a lot of girls
Sorry,
here.
sorry, Thomas.
They
Sorry for cutting again. A, can you say something, A? A, can you say something, bro? Did you say hello? I swear someone said hello. Maybe
I
that's
didn't
me.
hear it.
Carry on, Thomas. Sorry, bro.
Bro, I see a lot of simps, man, paying for women's pictures of their feet, you know, paying for their bath water. I'm like, these simps are lost, man. I'm so sick and tired of these simps. This IP, yeah, this is why, bro, if I had my way, yeah, I'm just gonna get a death note and eliminate these simps, man. They're really taking a piss, bro. So sorry for my language, bro, but they're peeing me off, IP. I can't stand it. These liberal men, oh my gosh. No, I've had enough of them.
I know it's embarrassing, man. The men that fell off in the West, ain't no saving them. A, you keep saying hello. Is that you, A?
I can't hear him.
Jump off and jump back in, A. You got some AOL dial-up connection, bro. I don't know what's happening there,
Yeah,
brother.
I think I heard him say hello.
If you fix that, A, that'd be great. Refresh your phone or restart your router. Someone's alarm bell keeps running off. The smoke alarm in the stream. Please look into that, please.
Any out here been to Bucharest before?
A what?
No.
Bucharest, Romania?
No, but we have streams on the channel.
Yeah, I saw that one. I was wondering. So I'm going to Ankara, Turkey for like 2 weeks, and then I'm going to go to Bucharest. I was in Istanbul. I just came back to the US a week ago today, pretty much from Istanbul. Turkey is difficult, man. Turkish women are hard.
Well, even for brothers.
Yes. Like, yeah, I've done my thing, but if you want to talk about comparably, like it's the culture, man. Like they're not a culture of one night stands, really. Like it could happen. It'll mostly happen with older women or women that have had bad experiences with men, but you got to remember still, it's an Islamic state, and not saying what is that better or worse. It's very difficult. Like you must date, and you have to date them and take your time. They're, like in Istanbul, most of the girls I slept with weren't even from Turkey. They were Russian and Ukrainian, believe it or not. In
That's
Turkey.
not
But brother, what do you?
actually. I'm not going to complain about that. To be honest, I prefer
Yeah.
women who take their time about that. It means they respect themselves.
But that takes a lot of
Yeah,
that.
they're
That
conservative.
requires you to be there for a long time. Like you can't just go visit for a week or 2 weeks and expect it to be popping like that. Like you have to stay there for a while. I would say at least over 2 or 3 weeks before it starts
That's fine.
rolling like that.
That's fine with
Well,
me.
bro, do you have to
Go on,
convert to
Thomas.
their? Do you have to?
No,
I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. So let's say I want to date a Turkish chick. Do I have to convert to Islam?
no, they won't ask you to do that. It's more about there's a just formality to getting with the girl. You have to go on several dates, and like if you're just looking for a quick thing, it's not the country to go to. It's the you gotta like you'll find it. Turkish women are very strong and they can be very, very, very beautiful. But it's just not. It doesn't happen there like it would happen in say a Colombia or Brazil or Ukraine or Moldova, or Poland. Yeah, Poland. Even in Italy, like Turkey is like Turkish women are very, very headstrong.
So the
So
women that you had quick play with were the Russians and Ukraine in Turkey.
One Lithuanian, 2 Ukrainians, 1 Russian, 1 Georgian,
How
and
did you
that's
meet
it.
them? How did you meet those chicks?
Okay, the Lithuanian I met on Tinder. The Russian I met through the Ukrainian. The Ukrainian I met through the Lithuanian. The Georgian I met when I was at a party with the Lithuanian. And another Russian I met out at this place called Phoenix.
Oh, okay. Interesting. But would you say it's a good city to have fun?
It's a beautiful city and you can have fun there. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. So Istanbul, it's the only city in the world that sits in 2 continents, I believe. The city is separated by the Bosphorus Strait. So one side is the European side, one side is the Asian side. And the city is called 7 Hills because if you're at the water, the city sits at probably like a 20 to 30 degree incline. So you see the entire city at one time, kind of like some Inception type crap. You know what I mean? Because it's sitting at an incline. So you see the whole city from like most times you'll only see a skyline when you're in the water of a city. In Istanbul, you can see the whole entire thing, both sides surrounding you. So it's pretty impressive. The clubs are super nice. The bars are nice. The restaurants are nice. It has a bunch of history. The architecture is like this mix between European and Middle Eastern style, because you got to remember, so many cultures have had control of Istanbul. So it's a very important place geographically. So Rome has been there, Byzantines have been there, Arab influence, things of that nature.
So you're saying that you got play from Turkish women, right? But they no, that's sorry. Let me rephrase this. Did they at least give you some attention that they were interested in you, Turkish women?
Last time I was there, I was with 5 girls. None of them were Turkish. The first time I ever went to Istanbul, I got with 2 Turkish girls, and it's not. You gotta be pretty nice with it. There's places, if what you're looking for is women, like if you like Turkish women, go there. If you're looking for just fun, there's other places that I say I'd rather go. Like they give you attention and things like that, but they're also a very proud group of people, and 80% of them prefer Turkish men. And then you have so the Turkish women that you meet there that have the super high interest in black men, from my experience, it could be different from other people, but my experience were the super Kim Kardashian fans. And I was kind of
oh God,
so they're the girls with the fake lips and whatever, fake butts, things of that nature. Turkey's really big on plastic surgery too. I don't know if you guys knew that, but this is not my favorite place, man. It's a beautiful city aesthetically, but there's other places that I would rather go when it comes to women.
Okay, thank you, brothers. So I'm going to end the stream. It's almost 6 a.m. over here in the UK. So before I end the stream, brothers, please feel free to show some love and send through super chats and cash apps. That would be greatly appreciated. I'm going to go through everyone for their last closing statement. But before I do so, I strongly recommend you, brothers, to join the Patreon. There's a lot of benefits on the Patreon, one-to-one consultations regarding getting you into IT, remote working, so we can get you to earn a lot of money in the US and dollars, pounds, and use that to fund your travels abroad and work remotely. if you want to hear the X-rated and explicit intel regarding foreign women, you know, Filipina, Japanese, Argentinian, which is coming very soon, and other countries, that's only on the Patreon. So subscribe to the Patreon if you want to find that information. And there's many other benefits there as well. So, you know, if you want to get into the Discord server, you got to be a part of the Patreon too. And so, yeah, press A1 in the chat if you will be joining the Patreon. Press A1 in the chat if you will be joining the Patreon. As always, I'm on Facebook. So join the Facebook group, brothers. Let me put... Okay, join the Facebook group, brothers. There's a Facebook group if you want to reach out to me and speak to an abundance of high value males. I'm also on Twitter as well, brothers. So follow me on Twitter if you're on Twitter and send me a DM. I'll get back to you. Updates on the channel will be on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram as well. So please follow me on Instagram. Send me a DM. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And the Cash App is open 24/7, 365. So feel free to send in your donations anytime you can. Awesome, brothers. So let me go to Mr. Kane. Do you have any closing statements, brother, before I end the stream?
Well, I just wanted, when we're on the topic of Ukraine and like our values as Black men, I wanted to share a quick story. There was actually a lady that I used to work with who was actually from Ukraine. This is back when I didn't have any knowledge about any type of country in Eastern Europe, basically. But when she would always talk to me, she would always tell me, she would say, "Oh, do you have a girlfriend? I find you girlfriend. You must like come to Ukraine. I'll find you girlfriend and all that." And she was just telling me how much like basically how much attention I would be getting if I would go to a place like that. So I was gonna say, yeah, definitely our value is up.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kane. Very interesting story. Reach out to me on IG, Mr. Kane. Would love to speak to you one-on-one. That'd be great, bro. Thank you. Pat DeWitt, the guest, thank you very much for taking your time out to do this stream, brother. You gave very incredible, fantastic intel recently about Poland, so much appreciated, brother. Do you have any closing statements or questions before I end the stream?
Thanks for having me on. I definitely want to say scratch Poland off your list. There's a lot of feminine, cool Polish women. You just gotta be on the lookout for what we said. And there's a lot of Ukrainian women coming to Poland. They said 15% to 20% of Warsaw's population is going to be Ukrainian, and they're only letting in women, kids, and old people. So I think Poland's a great place for brothers. But other than that, yeah, visit Poland, get your passport.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pat DeWitt. Thank you, bro. It's been a pleasure speaking to you, brother. Thank you. And I will speak to you about your Sao Paulo and Brazil experience very soon. Thank you, Pat. I'll be in touch very soon. Swave Prince, do you have any closing statements or questions before I end the stream?
Yeah, I would like to say I really appreciate what you guys are doing here. You know, it's an honor to be able to speak with you guys. Like I said, the things you guys talk about, you know, the places you guys have been, you know, I live vicariously through you guys. You know, I'm a regular guy. You know, I'm a regular guy. You know, just like you guys. You know, but you guys worked a little bit harder through life. You know, so you guys have a good bit more. You know, I can appreciate the knowledge and everything that y'all talk about, and that's what a lot of people don't get. Y'all don't just talk about women. Y'all talk about business, finance, being a collective, Black men. It's amazing, man. It's incredible. You know, I just can't wait to see where you guys gonna go in the future, and I appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Swave Prince. Appreciate you, brother. Reach out to me on IG as well, Swave Prince. That'd be appreciated. Thank you, bro. King Smalls, do you have any closing statements or questions, brother, before I end the stream?
Yeah, just thank you for this, man. It's good to get together and speak and share ideas and experiences and intel with like-minded brothers. It's like, you know, you don't think we're out there like that, because sometimes when you travel alone, you don't run into too many other Western Black dudes. But it's good, and yeah, man, thanks for this. That's all. I'm kind of tired, man, but I appreciate it.
No worries, bro. Appreciate you, King Small. Thank you. Looking forward to speaking to you very soon as well on IG. Thank you, King Small. Mr. J Bonds, do you have any closing statements or questions before I end the stream?
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the brothers on the panel. It's been a long time since I got a chance to link up with you boys, man. I hope everybody's doing well. Shout out to our usual suspects. It's yeah, there's a lot going on, IP. There's a lot going on, but there's also a lot going on. I'm gonna show you boys one very interesting thing that IP was talking about during the live stream. Pay attention to how IP kept on repeating that you should be much more within the selfish capacity. Um, be much more willing to take advantage of the system. You know, these things that are going on the other side of the world, it has nothing to do with us. And Lord knows if we were in that position, nobody would give a damn about us.
Yeah,
So,
true.
yep, nobody would give a damn about us. So, you brothers, you know, let's say our prayers for the people who are suffering, but then we have to continue with our lives. Um, I wanted to make an announcement. I was actually talking to our brother. I've been taking some long trips around. Actually up in I was actually up in Boston, and I left from Boston to go to Cali. Came back from Cali to Ohio, and I met a brother in Ohio. He's actually from he's from he's from Ghana, and he's operating some sort of an IT network. So he's teaching IT classes. I believe it's only like $3,000 or something like that. So I was skeptic at first when I was talking to him, and he was telling me that, you know, now that the remote work is basically popping in the industry and it's becoming more popular, he's teaching a lot of young brothers, and opening salary, entry salary is about 60 to 70, depending on, you know, your skill level. But even if it's 50 to 60, let's say hypothetically, what he's noticing that he's taught a couple of brothers, they're getting around 60,000. So they're operating that 60,000, and they took it to places like Colombia. So $10,000 can get you the whole year. It can get you through the whole year in Colombia. That means that other 50,000 you're pocketing for yourself. So a young brother from Ghana actually went down to Colombia. He's been doing it for the past 10 years, and he's pocketed more than $500,000 so far. And he's 31 now. So this thing is wide open, IP. The reason why we're pushing this message for you brothers to get your passport more is because it's not just about the women, but it's also having an identity to basically do what? Like IP said, make your money overseas in dollars, but then you're living in an environment where basically your money stretches, you're making more money, you're keeping more money in your bank account, and at the end of the day, you're getting a chance to basically live like a king. You're going to the beach, you're going to parties, and basically it's not costing you anything. You know, if you lived in the Ukraine, you would basically not be spending any money. I've heard the Ubers in Ukraine cost like $1.50, $2, because, you know, the dollar stretches over there. So yeah, you brothers, especially the IT side and especially the tech side and, you know, cybersecurity side, you guys are pretty much good to go. So keep up the hard work, man. IP, as always, man, God bless you. Thank you so much. And I hope everybody's safe, man.
Thank you very much, Jay Bones. Appreciate it, brother. Brothers, like I said, if you want to get into IT, if you want those one-to-one consultations, please join the Patreon, and then we'll get you set up with a lot of free resources. I'm currently mentoring a few brothers in the IT space, trying to get them into IT, helping them with CVs, etc., getting them ready for their first jobs, courses, giving them recommendations. So if you want that kind of advice, if you want that kind of mentoring, join the Patreon Diamond tier, and let's get you onboarded as soon as possible. IT is the future in terms of us, you know, working abroad and making our money in dollars or pounds, and then it stretch IT, because remote work is relatively easy to do and it's great pay. And I want to see you brothers dominate the IT space in the near future. So reach out to me if you want to get into that kind of space, and I'll help you out with that. Mr. Thomas Demihin, do you have any closing statements or questions, brother?
Brilliant IP. Brilliant live stream IP. Sorry, man. I'm a bit tired, so I kind of dozed off a little bit. Yeah, brilliant. Great live stream IP. Classic. Big up to all the kings on this panel. Yeah, brothers, you're missing out on the Patreon. Join the Patreon. Choose a diamond tier. You're missing out, brothers. Join the Patreon. Yeah, man. IP, great live stream. Yeah, unfortunately, Polish women are off the list. It is what it is, bro. But there are Ukrainian women, Russian women, Czech women. Actually, bro, that reminds me. The Asian women versus Eastern European live stream. I need to start training for that IP.
Yeah.
Start training because Team Asia is still the current champions. Sorry, Team Latino, but it is what it is. Yeah. So, yeah, just playing. IP. Yeah, thanks for all your hard work, bro. Keep up the great work, bro.
Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate it, brother. So that stream is going ahead on the 9th of April. So, but we have the Japanese woman versus Filipina stream next week.
Next week, bro.
Yes, I'm going to set up for next week.
Okay, I'll start training tomorrow.
So anyone who's dated Filipina woman and wants to be on the panel, that can be J Bones, Sway Prince, Mr. Kane, anyone in the live stream chat, reach out to me on IG as soon as possible so I can know who's on Team Japan, Team Filipina. Then we'll have that stream next week. Okay.
IP. No,
yes.
So Team Japan, me and brother Team View.
And one or two more.
Okay.
And it's true. Anyone who wants to also be on Team Japan, whoever's dated Japanese women, had experience with Japanese women, reach out to me on IG, and I will add you to the Team Japan side. Okay, so if you want to be on whichever team you want to be on, reach out to me on IG, and I will set you up on that. I've got one member already for the Team Filipina side, so I need 2 or 3 more members, depending on how much people are interested, and I'll make it either 3-on-3 or 4-on-4, and that should be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna start my I'm gonna start training in the hyperbolic time chamber IP. I'm gonna start fasting tomorrow and training a hyperbolic time chamber. I'm gonna get ready for that live stream.
Fasting to get your mind sharp, huh?
Yep.
Wonderful.
Not eating. I'm not gonna eat for the next. I'm not gonna eat for. I'm not eating on Saturday and Sunday, man. I need to get back to. I've been slacking on my work on the gym, bro. So I'm gonna fast and return to the gym next week.
Okay. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you very much. Brothers, I'm going to end the stream now. Can everyone please comment on the live stream comments when it's on my channel? Comments help out with the YouTube algorithm. So please, that's the only favor I ask you right now. Please comment. We have over 50 people watching. I should have 50 comments by the end of this weekend for this stream. That'd be greatly appreciated. So brothers, have a great weekend wherever you are. Be safe, look after yourselves, and I will see you brothers tomorrow for the Colombian live stream. Peace out, brothers.